What's up, y'all? Two guys, one shed. Basically, if Wayne's World was in a shed.
You know, it pretty much is. It's not a basement, you know what I mean?
That's it.
Wayne's World in a shed, coming straight to you this week with my buddy, good friend, technically my cousin.
Kiss the cousin.
No, definitely
Not keeping
kissing.
it in the family.
So we got Christopher Reyes, or I said the whole time we were talking about not saying Christopher. I fucked up. My bad. Chris Reyes.
Both ways work.
Invest with Chris.
R.
I was
Chris
thinking.
R.
I got two Chris's with me, so I was thinking.
Chris squared.
Chris squared.
Chris cross. Damn.
Just gotta have a differentiator, you know.
Exactly.
We're all wearing our pants backwards, you know what I mean? Because it's crisscross style. I gotta turn my shirt backwards too.
Yep, we need to get it twisted.
Oh yeah.
So what have you been up to since your 100 Days of Chris?
Not too much, man. I started the 100 Days of Chris, to give a lot of value to people out there. And I had a lot of good responses. The main focus was on getting people to understand and realize like investing is huge in people's lives.
Yeah.
It's huge in my life, and I seen it a lot in my parents' life. So I wanted to, express that value and give it to as many people as possible.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
And then, that inspired me to quit my job. I've been there freaking 11 years.
Damn.
My
11 years?
My first freaking job, dude.
Damn.
Started
11
off,
years, one and only job. I only had 2 jobs my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. That's crazy. 11 years.
11
One
years.
job.
11 years.
It's like almost half your life, man.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
A third.
Yeah.
A third, legit.
Third?
Yeah. 30 years old. So,
Dang.
yeah, it was my first job. And, I realized over time that staying with the same company and everything it's not a viable way to actually retire from, being able to provide for your family. Because if you think
a lifestyle that you want, you know what I mean?
right, because if you really think about it, you can't pass down your job to your kids.
Yeah.
It's only assets. So like, you guys done really well. You guys have houses and everything. If you decide to keep those as rentals or anything like that in the future, that's something to pass down to your family. And that's what I think of in the long term.
And that's how you started, right? When you're working, you
Right.
bought a home and then turned into a rental, right?
Yeah. So.
So I guess the 9-to-5 job wasn't so bad because it got you like the house and everything. You know what I mean? I guess the 9-to-5 job. I understand what you want. I want the same thing too, but I just don't want to. I just don't know how to make that leap yet. You know what I mean? It's nerve-wracking. I bet you.
It's
Oh
tough.
my god!
Dude,
I can't
I'm
imagine.
It's tough.
The other thing too is I love my job too, and I was like, I would love to do something like that, but that's just
What scares you the most about it? Because it sounds like it's kind of like hesitating at that point.
I don't know, because I just love I love what I do every day,
Mhm.
and I don't know if I quit and just do that, and if I would love it. You know what I mean?
Right, because you would be the owner of that.
Not even that part. I would love to be the owner, but I just don't know if I could, if I would do like investments and stuff like that, if I would love it.
What he'd be wanting to do every day.
Yeah, because I wake up every day and I wake up sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm just like, damn, it sucks, but I'm not like, I hate this job. Like
I've always
never.
like by people who work with Chris, I've always understood like Chris is good at his job. But then we moved this fucking damn shed
Yeah, hey,
across.
We moved the shed. The shed's a different location. We'll have some videos up. We moved the shed across the yard.
Yeah, a whole damn yard.
Yeah. Calvin kind of understood what I did now, so.
Yeah, blew my mind. He kept telling me like how we're gonna do it, and I was like, it made sense, but like I couldn't picture it. You know what I mean? He's like, we're just gonna put it on skates, roll it down. And I was like, that makes sense, but it seems so hard. It's such a big shed. And then, sure enough, it worked.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, you can come in.
Well,
and be
come on,
quiet.
you want to be a special guest?
You want to be
Hop
in? Guest for the guest.
Hop on.
No,
You come sit down. Close the door though. Actually, are the kids outside?
No, they're not.
Open the door because it's a little hot in here. No, that's good right there. Just leave that door open. Yeah, the shed's over now. Huh, Brianna? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. But yeah, we moved the shed and you know what I mean?
Change is good.
Oh yeah.
Change is really
My
good.
wife didn't like it at first, but once I have a vision and she'll see once it's. I'm gonna build a deck out there so that it goes to the concrete deck and everything has to be sweet. But yeah, thank you everybody that helped me out to move the shed. Dougie,
Me?
Calvin. Hey, Calvin got me back real quick today. I built the damn fucking fence with Calvin.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I didn't let that favor linger too long.
No, he didn't. He stacked it up real quick.
Boom! We built a fence. 42 feet today.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, like 43.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have had a 56 if we'd have got the right boards. We went to Home Depot about 4 or 5 times, but you know what I mean?
That's typical.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You miss something over here.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Home
Yeah.
Depot.
Dude.
I bought
There's so many people at Home Depot, dude.
There was
I'm
crazy.
trying to. You guys want to put some stock in Home Depot? Because that's what I'm trying to do. Throw some money at Home
That
Depot.
Home Depot is crazy. You go to Lowe's like 2 minutes, like just across I-25, empty.
Yeah.
There's like never anybody there.
There's always the Lowe's here, always empty.
Dude, Home Depot's the parking lot was to the back. Like
Oh, yeah.
at the
Yeah,
very
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Everyone, all the parking spots are full.
It was terrible.
I think it's because of the pricing. I feel like Lowe's is a little.
Lowe's, I know, but you get better customer service at Lowe's, though.
Oh,
that's
that's
what I
true.
like, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I went to Home Depot to try to find conduit for this, and they had one stick. Dude, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to buy this. And I went to Lowe's. They had a full rack. Everything was full. Like,
It's weird, like
you know what it's
which
like?
one's
It's like
your
Walmart.
stuff?
Everyone goes to Walmart, but no one ever went to Kmart. Everyone's trying to get Madden. Little secret. I don't know if Kmart still exists, but if you're trying to get Madden and you don't find it at Walmart, go to Kmart.
Dude,
I
always,
bet you'll have 10.
always.
Always.
I'd always go with my uncle every year, right when it comes
Kmart?
out. Kmart. Every year.
See? Calvin do the secret.
He's just be there waiting for us. We're like, let's go see if it's Kmart. Boom, right there.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the shelf.
Whole mess of them, huh?
Crazy guy.
You play any video games?
No, not really. I used to back in the day, like the 2010s times, but
Ooh.
ever since then, like, no, not really. Yeah.
I wish I didn't.
It takes a lot of
I
time.
just have, like- I have so many hobbies. It's kind of sickening. I was like fixing my car, working on this. Oh, play video games at night. I think I need to slow down a little bit because
You have too many online friends.
no,
Yeah.
I went all to school with them.
You owe them time though, you know?
Yeah, you know what I
You owe
mean.
'em time.
I know I keep in touch with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
It's good to have a network.
Oh
of people.
yeah.
That's for sure.
What kind of games do you guys like to play usually?
Calvin doesn't play
Oh.
anymore. I just play Call of Duty
Call
or
of
Siege. It's called. It's like it's kind of like the same concept, but it's like rounds and stuff. It's way more technical, but it's fun.
Cool.
But you know, what I mean, it's just.
Is it kind of like a release to you? Like,
Oh yeah.
Just relax, kick back.
When
and
after I
just
get
chill?
home and do everything else, and then I just want to like play video games. But it's also hard, you know what I mean? Too. I have 2 little kids, and my wife does a lot as it is, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so sometimes I'm like, can I play video games tonight?
It's kind of like a
yeah.
Oh,
But it's
honestly.
you know what I mean. I try to help out as best I can, but
No, of course.
sometimes I wish she'd understand. Now she kind of does. She's been playing this game online. And I called her one time and she was like, "You made me lose." Like, now you know how I feel when you're walking in front of me and I'm over there trying to win.
Now you can relate.
yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's cool. It's always good to have like your own time too,
Yeah.
especially being in relationships. I mean,
It's hard with kids though. It's
I can't imagine.
So we started 2 guys, 1 shed.
yeah.
Like, so we could.
Yeah, I need to give Mel some more alone time, but she just
Yeah.
likes to go shopping. Like, that doesn't sound fun, dude. Like,
I hate shopping.
I fucking
I
hate
fucking hate shopping.
shopping, dude. I hate
I can't
shopping.
do it.
I can't do it either. I'm like, go by yourself. Just go.
2 minutes in, I'm like,
Yeah.
are you guys done?
All right, let's
get
go.
this shit wrapped up.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
My wife, Melissa gets so mad at me. Calvin, do you like shopping?
No. It used to be a linger. Like I'd have to see like all the shoes, and I'd be like, okay, now I know which ones I want.
Now
No,
you just
like-
go in and I go to Ross.
No,
I just
no.
go to Ross to get shoes.
I have to know what I'm
Ross
getting.
is a good spot.
$50 right there.
I go in
Love
with the
'em.
plan. I go in with the plan. If
Oh,
I gotta go find like
okay.
a dress shirt or something,
Yeah.
go in.
Yeah.
That's all
plan.
you're going for.
Yeah,
right?
in and out.
That's
in and out.
it.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck what do we need to go over here for?
That's me though. I'm like, these ain't the shirts. I gotta go somewhere else.
I know, but like the old lady's like, what? Why are we in gardening? You came in for a sweatshirt.
Well, seriously, scope the whole store.
My wife says her best day would be going down every aisle of a store. I'm like, why?
That's what we do when we go grocery shopping.
But Mal does find some deals though.
She does.
Dude, we find some deals. You know that patio set outside?
Yeah.
With the couches and everything? $100 on Facebook Marketplace.
Shut the hell.
I swear to God, dude.
They were just trying to get rid of it.
It
I
was
bet.
free. But my wife's like, I'm gonna offer $100 so then we can like lock it in. I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, dude. $100.
Chris is always driving around
yeah.
town.
Dude, I found a snowblower for $75. It was some old lady had it and maybe used 3 times.
Wow.
What else? I find stuff on the Traeger outside, that big one.
Yeah.
$150 I got off Facebook Marketplace.
How do you get a Traeger for $150?
That's
crazy.
Hey,
It's a deal.
it is a deal. You had to jump
Didn't you
on
have
it.
2?
I have 2 right now. I had 3 at one point. I have 1 in the garage that needs to be worked on, and then I'm turning on to sell that. But
So simply, you just go on Facebook
oh
Marketplace
yeah,
and just
dude,
start scrolling.
have you ever looked on it?
Oh yeah.
People give away I'm like, you're gonna give this away? I'm gonna go get it. Brick? You know how expensive brick is? People give away brick all the time.
There's a couple things. Cassie Ellard, she was giving away some stuff from her backyard, and it was like 200 bricks. 200 just the landscaping bricks.
Oh yeah.
I picked those up right away.
Yeah.
I was like, those things are.
They're like $3
Yeah.
a pop, and then you have 200 of them. That's $600.
And that's actually.
Calvin found out today.
I bought 118 fence posts today, so
Tickets.
tickets.
Oh.
Posts. I wish my yard was that big.
Post.
I know I don't, because we'd have dug 118 posts.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
like
that.
1 acre.
Jesus Christ.
No, actually, that's a lot of people do is they'll go onto the Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
They'll start scrolling and shit.
Yeah.
And like anything that's free, they'll take it. Freaking ride your bike, go take a quick ride over there, whatever
Yeah.
you got to do to go get this stuff,
Yeah.
and then resell it.
Yeah.
You put it back onto the Facebook Marketplace, or you put it onto Craigslist.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. It's crazy, like, a lot of people have been leaving their jobs and, like, doing things like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
on
yeah.
Facebook or...
Or they say, like, I've been seeing on TikTok all the time, they're like, I paid my college tuition off by selling couches.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
don't believe.
what?
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it, dude. They go into. You could go into like.
I would never, I don't know.
You know how
I
many
got these-
messages? I sold
Hey.
one couch. You know how many
Hey,
messages
I got
Oh,
these
my
for
God.
free.
Shut up.
Yeah, just right here down the street.
you just picked them up,
Yeah.
and then you just.
Facebook Marketplace. Clean them up and...
That's it.
Yeah.
And they're good
Yeah,
couches.
dude. You sit in those couches, you're not getting up. I
You
can tell you
just
that.
soak
No,
right in.
you do, dude. They're so nice.
One time, Chris threw a party,
Uh-huh.
and he... I don't know what we're doing. We're just, like, cleaning out the garage. And he's like, I saw a couch by my parents.
Oh, this is at my old
old
house. This is like when I first moved in, and I was like, I was gonna throw a big party. So
Yeah. And we just go pick up a couch, like... It wasn't in a dumpster hose next
I
to
think
it.
it was.
It wasn't a dumpster
Yeah.
hose.
We pulled it out.
Yeah.
We pulled it out.
Pulled the couch out of the dumpster, brought it, just like wiped it off real quick. People were sitting on it all night. Nobody complained.
I was 23 years old. You know what I mean? So
You
I was
gotta
like,
do what you
you know
gotta
what
do
I
at
mean?
that
I had to. No, it wasn't in the house. It was in the
No,
garage.
it was in the garage.
It was in the garage. It was like just
He
like
had
a party
couches,
couch. Yeah,
but
I
it
had
was just a
couches, but
party.
like a party couch. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that'd be sweet.
That's crazy
Still
how
drinks on it and shit.
resourceful we are when we were younger. You think about it, we literally had maybe like $40 in our pocket.
Oh, dude,
but
I
we
couldn't
would party
imagine.
hard.
Oh, yeah.
Like somehow we would make
Some
it
Mad
work.
Dog? Some Mad Dog 2020?
Everybody would pitch in just a little
Yeah.
bit here and there, and you'd have a
Couple bottles, couple
And-
cases.
And now
Hey,
we're going to
what
the
the-
bar. How much that shit cost?
we all, dude.
How much does that shit
Oh
cost?
yeah, that's why I like to drink at home a lot better than.
That's why Chris made a bar here.
Yeah, I made a bar. I need to
There
get
it
like
is.
a backside but you know what I mean. Just the alcohol doesn't stay here for some reason. It just disappears.
Evaporates into thin air.
yeah.
No, that's awesome, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just
That's
it's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
Life's crazy.
What do you do in your free time? Or is it mostly investing? Is that your like main focus?
Yeah. How hard is your how many hours you put in like every day average?
Actually, not as much as you think. So I would probably say 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
So what I actually did when I quit my job is, it's kind of like a doc prepper for a mortgage company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my
Yeah.
wife, she got her.
What the heck is it called? There's a word for it, right? For right before you buy your house.
Like pre-approval.
No, it's like there's a word for it, like that the person that gets all the documents together and everything.
Yeah, like your
I don't.
W-2s, bank statements. all that
Yeah,
good stuff.
whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah.
That's what he does.
So that's what, one of my business partners that I talked to a long time ago, probably a good 2 years ago, he owns his own mortgage company.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's literally 2 people, but the amount of volume they do with loans is astronomical, dude. I'm talking about like he goes.
Because how does that company make the money then? So do they
Okay.
get a certain percentage or?
Right. So like he literally imagine like an LLC. He
Yeah.
owns that LLC, okay?
Yeah.
But he does as much loans as somebody that does like has 15 loan officers in their own corporation.
Dang.
That he
He
Balls to the wall.
networks pretty good, and
Balls
those
to the
people,
wall.
yeah.
So my wife actually got her mortgage broker's license back in October,
Uh-huh.
and ever since then, we've been working, part time on that, and it's crazy because if you really think about it, like just getting documents, this and that, it's all words.
Oh yeah.
Like you're not using your back, you're not doing anything like that. It's literally just the communication between you and I of like, hey, you have a need for purchasing a house or refinancing your house, and that's it. And then you find a way to get to that point. The product is literally invisible.
Yeah. Just like money, it's crazy. Like how money is invisible.
Yeah.
You know, we have money in this bank account, and I it's not like I could go in there and just like hold it all. I want.
And if you go to try to get all your money,
Yeah, they won't.
like, "Ah, you can't have it."
You know why that is,
Maybe
right?
come back tomorrow.
Why?
So what happens is when you lend your money, or you put your money into the bank account, you put it in a checking account, right?
Yep.
What the bank does is they
Use that money.
lend it 10 times what it's worth.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine like how much money people put into the banks, how much they're able to lend out, because that's their business, is making money off the interest.
Yeah.
So if we all collectively as America said, okay, let's pull all our money out of the bank, it would corrupt the whole system. It would literally crumble.
For real? Yeah. I
Like
agree with you.
they couldn't do it. It's crazy to think about. And that's what happened with like all the quantitative easing and all that. Like the government just printed out so much freaking money. So much freaking money. And that's why you see housing prices go up, gasoline prices go up, everything. And it's killing the middleman.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are hurting right now.
Middle class people too.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm blessed and I'm
That's
doing
what's
all right for myself. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
to carry the load, though. Middle class always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's-
I'm middle class. You know what I mean? But
Honestly,
luckily, I was blessed when I bought this house when I did. And I sold my other house when I did because it all worked out. Because if I didn't, there's no way I'd be able to afford this house now.
right.
Fuck yeah.
And you bought that. When did you buy this house again?
Let's see.
Was it
3 years ago?
3 years ago? So 2019.
Yeah.
So that was right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Right
good.
before prices went fucking nuts.
And you'd figure that the prices would
I
drop
bought it for $420.
420, and it's probably worth, I would say, close to $6. 650.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
someone just bought a house down here on the corner. That's a ranch style with a basement for $6.
Damn.
Yeah, and no HOA here.
That's the
Yeah, you know what I mean. I
I
found
put that on there, and people go nuts.
Yeah,
People.
no, I had more. You know Doug Fisher.
Yeah.
Him and his old lady were trying to find a house, and they saw one in it was like Henderson or something like that. It was
Kingsburg?
like or Kingsburg or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like a trailer house, but it had a beautiful shop next to it, like a 6-car shop. And they went to go look at it, and as soon as they got there, they said someone had put $110,000 over asking
Oh,
price.
of course.
$110,000. Who has? I mean, this is wild.
Investors.
Yeah.
If you actually read like who's investing the most money into
BlackRock.
Yep. And
That's
USA is BlackRock, even Zillow, all them. Everybody is investing into real estate because it's the most.
Well, you see Redfin too.
Yeah, everybody, dude. And that's
Yeah.
why I've been advocating time after time. So back in 2015, I bought my first house. So I saved up, I think it was almost $15,000. And I was working a side job as a landscaper, kind of like a grunt person from
like a gopher, like this gopher stuff.
Yeah,
and just whatever you guys
just-
need me to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
from like 6 o'clock till 12, and then I would go shower up, and then from 2:30 to 11, I was the head clerk for the store in Westminster.
Oh, dang.
So I did that for like probably 6 months straight, and I
Wow.
stacked up about 15,000. And my parents had invested into rentals and
Yeah.
houses and stuff, so I was like, well, I guess that's probably a good place to put my money. So ever since then, I didn't know what it was called back then, but it's called house hacking. And basically what it is like you have extra rooms that you don't really need.
Oh, you live in the house,
Oh.
but then the people in the house pay for the mortgage pretty much.
Exactly. So I charged people like $500 per room. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. My mortgage at the time was like $1,500. Because mind you, I bought it at $190,000. Which you can't find.
Can't find
you
it.
can't
No,
find
not
it
even
with
the
a
house.
square.
Hey, the shed, $190,000. You know what I mean?
It's on the market. It's on the market. If you guys want to buy it.
Yeah, right here.
No,
Chris,
seriously,
Chris
that's
said
what it
it's
is.
salad right here.
It's-
I'll get a garden hose out here. You have
Garden
water
hose.
to shower.
That's it. But no, like, and I realized, like, holy shit, like, I started stacking up money really fast because these people were paying my mortgage.
Yeah. So then your money that you were making was just...
Yeah.
So you're basically just paying a $500 mortgage too.
Yeah. Not only that, they were paying down my mortgage, which means I was building equity in the property.
Yep.
So after...
Where'd you buy it?
Fort Lupton.
Oh, Fort Lupton?
Yeah. It was right by the golf course houses. So right before
right before.
before you cross.
Yep.
That's where my house was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did that for a few years, and then I finally rented out the full thing, and it was until 2020 when I sold it.
Oh.
But right before then, in 2018, I had bought a house in Greeley, and I still have it as a rental property.
Oh, nice.
And,
By like the university?
not as
Or
close.
are you doing like
No.
students?
Actually, this last year, they're leaving this coming month. It was students, and
Co-eds?
no, it was just like a couple and then their friend. I don't know what's going on.
A throuple?
I don't know.
It was
what's going on.
co-eds.
No, but
Is that polyamorous? Is that what that is?
they're honestly the best freaking renters that I've ever had.
Really?
I kid you not. They got turned down by I think 20 applications.
Holy
And
shit!
it's-
But that's what you have to do is take your chance on that one, and
yeah.
they're usually like the best thing. You know what I mean?
When you meet with them, with
Yeah.
anybody, honestly, and
Is that what you like to do? Is meet with them like in person? Because all these apartment complexes, there's like, yeah. I look
they'll
at your
do a
stuff.
credit check. They'll
Yeah.
see your background. They'll see if you have. Yeah, they'll do that whole 9, which is great. But like, you don't know anybody until you actually meet them.
Dude, I got a story for you.
Tell me. Tell me.
I moved into my first apartment. Calvin was there. We were. I was 20 years
dang.
old. I moved in with Tyler in Greeley. Tyler Williamson.
Oh, Wilmington.
He was working with me, so then we moved in Greeley. They're like just built apartments, and we move in. And first night we try to throw a party. 20 years old, and there's some girls that got invited, and they brought a guy with them, and no one was feeling like this guy was. He was a little off.
You
know
can
what I mean?
feel it.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
like killed the
without
vibe.
even-
But like we're all pretty cool, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we just try to keep it going. But the worst, like not the worst part, because it gets this story.
That's just the beginning.
the start. The beginning of the storm is we had a hookah and one of the girls kicked over the hookah and the coal fucking burnt the hole in the fucking brand new carpet. Like
No.
this is day one in the apartment we just moved in.
Yep.
The coal fell off and
Burn a hole through.
burnt a
like,
hole
all the way through.
It just-
all the way
through.
all the way through. And we had
Like
to pull
the
the coal out and
Plastic
just,
part on the bottom.
yes,
Or whatever.
this
that
is day one.
Mhm.
Day one. And then so it was like, oh shit, whatever, you know what I mean?
There goes that
Let's-
deposit.
Yeah, let's go have fun or whatever.
You're like, what?
I think someone said I know a good carpet guy or something. Let's see, how old was I? I was probably like 20. Oh, 20. I was 20 years old because I wasn't of age. So we go and we're what are you doing?
It beeped.
Oh.
Did you hear it?
And then we're having a good time, and then this guy just keeps like mouthing off, and what happens is like this is like a brawl that happens between, I'm not gonna say who, but they're all fighting, and then they kick this guy down the stairs, like grabs the handrails and kicks the guy because our apartment like
One of our friends was choking him out, and he was turning purple. I was like, don't kill him.
Oh, God.
and then because like the apartment complex is like at the bottom, but like you walk up and then you're like in the second level.
Yeah.
So then when you walk in, there's a door and then there's like a glass window. You know what I mean? Like a nice little glass window.
Yeah.
So he kicks him down the stairs and then
Sparta kicks him down the stairs.
No,
Like,
boom!
boom!
Like no, like I told you, like he gets both handles and gets both of his feet up and boom!
And flies.
Right in the chest.
Right in the chest.
Right in the chest, down the stairs.
Oh, shit.
And then we're telling the girls to get out, you know what I mean? And like, why would you bring something like that or whatever? And then we just hear, and he broke our window downstairs in the door
Yeah, to
with the crowbar.
For no reason.
For no.
Because he got
He got
okay,
his
keep
ass beat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was watching the whole time, so I didn't know that. I was just like, I was in shock. And then, so our buddies go outside, and then he gets in his car, takes off, and then he's like, fuck you. Then he backs up and tries to hit him. Hits the fucking garage. There's a car parked in the garage. Hits the car. Boom! He can't get out because he's stuck in the garage.
He's trying to leave. And then he tries to get out of his door.
Yeah,
and my friend just runs up, holds the door.
Oh,
and then
my
Sparta
God.
kicked him and just keeps him in his car.
Yeah.
So he can't leave.
It's dude, first night.
That's the first night.
First night at an apartment
Then we
complex.
called the cops and we got. I think somebody else called the cops.
I ran.
but
I got out of there quick.
They got MIPs.
They got
2 months before my
MIPs.
21st.
Yeah,
Only MIP I ever got.
Wow.
2 months before my birthday.
yeah, crazy.
That's
And then one of those,
Yeah.
one of those girls was like supposed to be getting questioned, and she just bounced through the field. She just took off running through the field. She was gone.
But I ain't no snitch. Bye.
Dude, that was the craziest. I was just like, what is going on? Like, and then me and my buddy had like, we had to call somebody and like, well, you should probably get a lawyer. We know somebody. And then the lawyer just said, do not agree to nothing because they were trying to. The apartment was like, you guys are paying for all this. Like, no, we're not. Like, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't you.
It wasn't us. We didn't do nothing. And luckily, it was almost by the time our lease was ended that it all got settled. But the guy's insurance finally paid it.
He spent time in jail.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Wild stories.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
The first freaking day.
Dude, you're telling me, I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
My
It's,
first friends with a.
I even tried to hide the alcohol. I grabbed all the alcohol in a bag and I threw it in the washer. Because I didn't think the cops would look in the washer. They caught it. They knew exactly what it was.
they're like, all right, where would a 20-year-old stash his liquor? Okay, an obvious place. You open the door. That's it.
I wasn't in
It was
there.
fucked up because at first they were like, thanks for calling us.
Yeah.
Like, we're glad that,
Yeah.
But someone else came right. Like someone else. They weren't gonna give you guys MIPs, and then someone else came right.
It was
They
like
just-
a sergeant or something or whatever.
And then
The
they're like-
supervisor came through and they're like,
and
no,
they're like,
you're
yeah.
getting fucking. It always happens. Anytime a supervisor comes, you're getting fucking an extra ticket.
Did you guys let him into the house though? Like
we had a call because
No, they were holding him outside.
So
yeah.
How did they
So,
get
like-
into the rental? How did you get into the apartment?
Because my buddy was the one holding the door
no.
shut.
How do you get into the apartment?
Oh, who?
the police.
the police.
Oh,
Because
because
technically they're not supposed
I
to
know, but like after all that happens,
that's where they came in to talk to us.
yeah,
Oh.
because we were all
You
upstairs.
should have talked to the houses
Yeah,
outside
I
the
know.
door. But you don't think about
We were
that.
drunk.
We just had we were drunk.
That's my excuse. We were
We were
drunk.
drunk in 20.
Yeah,
Did you have
scared,
anything? I was like,
scared
no.
out of our minds. This guy just fucking ran through. He backed in through a part. Like he's like a quarter of the way in the parking garage, and the other car inside stopped him.
Oh man.
Yeah,
The whole wall it broke again.
yeah. Me and Calvin are pretty good at promoting. Like Havasu, people were giving us free alcohol because we had so many people buy us.
Really?
Oh,
Dude, that's what I was.
No,
your
you
shit
don't understand. There
gonna be
was
about.
there was a weed company. There was alcohol. Rockstar gave us. We were in the back of this. You don't understand. Like
I can't tell all the details. We're getting a little quiet. We were getting a little wild on the beach there, and it was spring break, and it was so crowded.
Calvin found a boat that we could rent.
Oh
We
yeah,
all pitched in.
we parked it on the beach, and we had so many people there by
Our boat.
our activities
Yeah.
that the cops are coming through and clearing it out. They're like,
Like
hey,
there
there's
was
too
like
many
I'm not
people.
kidding you, dude. Like it
Everything
was
getting wild.
no, like it was something out of a movie because it was wild, dude. And then their beer company Santa was just giving us beers to like hand out because like we had there was a weed company parked next to us and a brewery parked next to us and they had no one at their
We had so many people at our boat that they were giving us their merch, like
Yeah,
their
to
wristbands,
hand out,
to hand
and
out,
got
stickers,
attention.
all
yeah
kinds of shit.
Rockstar.
They're all, hey, every time, because we were handing out drinks, okay?
Yeah.
We had some drinks going on. There was a lot. You had to do some crazy stuff to get drinks. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
we were handing out drinks, and they're like, hey, every time you hand out a drink, hand out the weed company gave us a bunch of wristbands.
Wristbands and some shirts.
Oh, yeah, we did have shirts up. We wore
Yeah,
shirts.
dude, like seriously.
We were
it was
winning
wild.
shirts.
Damn.
Yeah.
We had jungle juice, and we were just,
Oh.
everyone was getting wild.
They're getting lit.
There was people just like sitting in our area that I was like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, I know. And people just hanging out by us. We're playing music. The owner of the boat, so it's like a river that you drive in, but like there's like people on both sides, like to where like a walkway and everything else. We're doing the Macarena. All of us in a line on the boat doing the Macarena. And he's like, "That was the coolest thing I've ever seen, dude. You guys are crazy." And then we had him back to the boat, and then this guy was just like, "Dude, you guys are."
He's like,
crazy."
I've never seen something like this.
Yes.
So I'm here every year. And
Yes.
I've never seen something like
He
this.
lives in Havasu, and he said, "I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life."
People are attracted to fun and just
Oh,
like
dude, that's what we
he
are.
gave
every type of shit.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gave us a free hour. He stayed an extra hour because
just to experience it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just chilling. He's
He's
chilling
like-
in his boat.
he's like, it's time now, guys, but I'm down to stay another hour if you guys want.
I
It's
was like,
fucking
whatever.
cool. He stayed longer than that too, and then he bounced.
Jeez. That's dope.
He's like,
Hey.
I'm gonna be the fun killer.
So, 2015, No, what
No,
we're talking about?
I
Your first apartment. Greeley.
no, your apartment.
My apartment.
You were just finishing up the story.
Oh. No, I already told it, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
that was
That's
that
where
scary.
we ended.
And then you said, you did say something about you buying your first apartment.
No, not yet.
Yes, you did.
That's on my mind.
Okay, well, let's get back in it. Calvin can edit it somehow.
No, actually, apartment complex is where I'm gonna. It's my end goal. You figure
Like
like
a plex?
yeah. So my goal is to have a 100-unit apartment complex
Oh,
by 2025.
Fuck, that'd be sick.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and the whole reason behind that is like, you can have like 100 single-family houses,
Yeah.
right? But the maintenance on each of those would be a bitch.
Yeah.
It would suck. Like you'd have different insurances.
Yeah,
If you have consolidated into one unit, that's huge.
yeah.
It's huge, and it sucks because like you think about like the circumstances, like you said, is like
Yeah.
people fucking up the apartment
Yeah.
complex, but that's why you have insurance and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Heard apartment complexes is like
Yeah, he's trying to invest.
he's
My
I got
son's trying to
$5 on
invest.
it.
He's ready to move out.
I got 5 on it.
What are you doing? Where are you going? You be on the podcast?
Oh no! He loves apples, huh?
Oh, yeah. He only likes the skin.
Really?
He doesn't eat the rest of it. He'll eat just the skin. No, he'll eat just the skin. That's it. And then my daughter will eat the rest of the apple.
At least it doesn't get wasted.
Hey! You alright? Cover your mouth, dude.
Over the stopping point here.
Yeah. Hey, take your apple with you. Go outside. Go.
So now I'm chilling.
Uh-oh, there comes number 2.
Yeah.
Did you start already?
We're rolling, but here, take the apple.
Rolling.
Rolling. Cut.
He's gonna roll it.
Now. I don't want. You got it? I
That
trust
seems
you.
dangerous.
It's gonna be a good throw.
Oh!
Perfect.
I told you it was gonna be a good throw.
Perfect.
Go on, Mom. Hurry up.
Gotta love the Kios.
Okay.
You're.
He's a little fucking loud. Hey, can you turn the AC off, man?
Alright. This is so nice. I forgot about it.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
What were we talking about before?
His 100 multiplex, 100 unit.
Yeah, I know, but like everything else too before that too.
I think we ended with
Infinite
your-
returns, I think is what we were.
Oh,
doing.
if that's what it was.
That's what we're gonna move into?
Oh, yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
I don't think we're talking about it yet. I think you
No.
talked to it after it.
Yeah.
After it died.
So I was talking about how it's crazy to think about, like, when you talk about investing, is like you can invest into stocks or anything like that,
Mhm.
but a lot of people don't realize, like, when you sell the stocks, you have to claim capital gains on it.
Oh, that's where you get taxed too, right?
Exactly. So there's ways out of that, and it's through real estate. Real estate, you can have tax write-offs. You can have what's called infinite returns. And infinite returns, all that means is like you invested $20,000 into the property, whether that be like your down payment and then something fixing it up,
Mm.
and then anything after that you collect in rent is considered an infinite return.
After you pay your first initial investment.
Right. Yeah. When you get paid it back, then
Yeah, you're really not invested.
yeah, it's 100%. Like, how better can you get of that? Like, to me, that's nuts. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think of that, and they rather just put their money into 401ks and have their money sit and invested by other people that don't know shit.
Yeah,
about investing.
I have like 38 right now, but it's just like
Liquidate it.
And right now it's at negative 30%. I'm just like,
It's because the stock market took a shit.
yeah.
And it sucks, right?
I was at plus 30 at the beginning of the year, dude. My returns were killing it, dude.
Killing it. And that's this long term, you'll probably come out okay.
Yeah.
But I seen it. So my wife, she had at the end before she liquidated it, before we both liquidated it, we had almost the same amount. And she had 19 years.
Holy.
I had 11 at the same company.
Dang.
we had almost the same, and she put in more money than I did
Yeah.
when it comes to withdrawals.
Percentages.
Yes. So to me, that's why I try to advocate a lot to people is like 401ks are for people that don't know how to manage their money.
I get it, yeah.
And it's not to be disrespectful or
No.
anything like that, but
I guess I do it just because it's like, you know what I mean? It was offered to me and I didn't.
yeah.
None of us are taught that.
No.
You know what I mean? Nobody's
None of
taught how to,
this all needs to be taught in
nobody's taught
school.
how to manage your money or
No,
how to
even
use your
just
money.
even just how to make sure you, if you're applying to college and you're gonna get your 20% interest rate, no one says nothing about that.
You don't know what that means.
No.
You know about like X plus Y equals Z.
Yeah,
Well, you know what you're supposed to do and what everyone tells you to do,
Yeah.
and you go do it, and then you're like, wait, what the fuck? How much am I paying for this?
Exactly.
No, you'd be surprised that a lot of people like they don't know the simple of like you know how we taught balancing the checkbook.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's just like the minuscule of what.
Yeah,
what's
exactly what you need to
credits-
be known.
Credit score.
How to build your
interest
credit
rate.
score, or how to if you do something wrong, then you could. Or people who buy cars right before they buy a house, like, what are you doing?
And
Why
if
are you?
if you can't balance a checkbook, you probably can't run a successful business.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's
And then
true.
you're a worker, and that's what
That's
what
why
I don't
this
think
is.
I don't think it's that too, because I don't think it's that, but it's just like
No, seriously, our system, and it's been proven over and over again in the last like 10 years, is like our school system is made for us to be workers,
yeah,
and it
it's
sucks.
government ran.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you learn in school? What do you learn in school that prepares you for adulthood?
nothing. Really.
Honestly, the biggest thing with school is socialization.
Yeah, socialization.
Like being able
yeah.
to work with other people and being able
Is
to learn
it-
all that
or
stuff.
work with people, or being with people that you don't like, or like sometimes like
Everything else I can teach my son. Every
Yeah.
single other subject I can teach my son
But
as
it's like
good
the
as he'll learn at
social,
school.
yeah.
But being
I can-
socialization is the biggest thing.
I can challenge you on that. So the way that I can challenge you on that is because how do they grade you when it comes to like your final grade? You take tests, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Individualized
Yeah,
test, right?
yeah.
Do you individualize everything when it comes to work or running a business or anything like that?
No, I agree with you 100%. I'm saying,
The only thing that good that comes out of school is the socialization.
yeah, the only thing that good that comes out of it. I'm
Right.
saying
That's
all
why
the
we
other
kinda
shit
have to have our kids
is
go to
it makes
school,
you to be
yeah.
a worker.
Yeah.
And
True.
being a worker is being able to work with your partners. You know what I mean? Being
Yeah.
able to socialize and all that stuff.
Right.
That's what I had to do is, you know what I mean? Some people cannot talk to people. I'm pretty calm, cool, and collective, and sometimes I do yell, but like, I'm like, hey guys, come on. I'm like the one that I'm pushing, and
Smooth
everyone
it out.
needs to be with me because I'm like, I'm working just as hard as everybody else or even more. So
Mhm.
I
He's a
think-
pusher.
Yeah. I was like, Calvin, get over here. I need you to over here, like yelling at him, move the shed and stuff. But
And you need people like
yeah,
that.
but was I not doing nothing, Calvin, or was I the one running around and helping out, like doing the?
Oh yeah. Chris does the most, so you don't feel bad when you have to do stuff. You know?
No,
Yeah.
of course.
He's the boss. You can tell. But what I was saying is like, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, what I was saying earlier is I think we're talking about it like the idea of this podcast or whatever, and it's like me and Chris take an Uber somewhere. We talk to the driver,
dude, all the
and
time,
next thing you know, we find the coolest shit out about the driver.
Dude.
The whole like 15, 20 minutes, we're just chatting with the
Yeah.
driver, learning that this guy's telling us about taking mushrooms. A driver's told us about like why he came to the United States, like just all kinds of crazy shit that Uber drivers, people normally
Yeah.
complain about.
dude.
People are like, shut the fuck up, Uber driver, don't talk to me.
No,
Me and Chris are the opposite. We're
I
like-
sit in the front. I sit in the front every time. Every
We
time.
fight over it.
Yeah.
I'll tell Chris, I'll be like, Chris,
No,
I gotta find
like
out.
even Calvin, how this whole
So
podcast,
what's
how
the-
this whole podcast started was Calvin's like, we should do a podcast, and then I was like, all right, let's do it next week, and then he's like, all right, let's do it. Well, we talked about it before a little bit,
Yeah.
but I was like, and he told me one day, I was like, let's just do it.
But what was-
if you want to do it, let's just do it. We
What's-
can't just keep procrastinating.
Yeah.
We can't just gotta do it. Just,
So what was like just a podcast, just talking, or is like
no, that's all it was.
no direction, just like
No
we just
direction.
got to get what we have.
We wanted
to say.
sports to be the core value, but like sports is to like, so we could talk about sports every week. You know what I mean? So like, there's
something
Something new.
relatable.
yeah, something new every week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So then that's something, and we play fantasy sports and everything
yeah.
else. So
And I think the big thing when football comes back is we'll be more big into like fantasy football.
yeah,
That's what we
because
play a lot.
that's
Like,
and we talk shit
about it
all the time, and it's like
Yeah.
fuck.
And how many people like do like fantasy football? I'm sure there's
Oh, we have to. Oh,
thousands,
dude,
that was all.
thousands,
Millions.
thousands.
You know, there's people that are professionally paid talk about fantasy football, give advice.
Yeah.
Barry,
ESPN has
yeah,
its own
ESPN
show.
has his own show about fantasy football.
But I think the whole idea is that is just more for us to tell our stories. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I feel like
We
me and Chris
tell-
are both pretty good
And
storytellers,
we have.
and we tell
crazy
funny
stories.
stories, and we've had.
I just told
crazy
you a
shit
story right now. And we never brought it up in the podcast. 13 episodes in, and we haven't.
Damn,
Yeah, we have. I didn't tell that episode or that story ever.
it just comes up.
Yeah, it just comes out like, oh shit, I forgot about that story because me and Calvin have been through some crazy ass stuff. All of us.
Because back to like the Uber driver thing, you're talking to an Uber driver and you mention something, ask them about something, and then you just relate. You're like, oh, I remember this. I'm
Yeah.
like this, and then they'll just tell you some other fucking,
Crazy
you know,
story,
the
yeah.
conversations
Yeah,
go down
me-
different roads.
Me and Calvin are pretty relatable. We're on the opposite side of the, like, not like the spectrum, but like how Calvin grew up and I grew up, and it's just what we like. That's the thing. We're like,
Spectrum too.
yeah,
Chris is a
shut
little bit.
the fuck up. You're stupid, bud.
Chris is further down the spectrum. than me.
You're dumb, bud. I'm at the top. Calvin's over here bragging about my problem solving skills.
I was like, this is good. That's what you do. Like, I think what school should teach you is just problem solving, right? Because that's what you need your entire life is just problem solving. That's why I think math is important.
Oh, I
because
love
math
math.
is problem solving.
Yeah.
And literally, Chris is like, we're moving the shed. Something goes wrong. Chris has to figure out how to fix it. You know what I mean? And that's his job
It's-
is problem solving all fucking day.
It's thinking outside of the box.
Oh yeah, dude.
Which I wholeheartedly believe that's where America's kind of turning towards, because for a long time we were just
Yeah,
book
straight
book,
and narrow.
book.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
You do this, you're gonna get this. You do this, you're gonna get
this
this.
continent's over here.
Yeah.
This colony's right here. This and it's just
Yeah.
and life's not like that.
Yeah.
So the most inventive people that I've read about, that I've learned about, is people that can just sit there and think of things that literally have never existed.
Yeah,
before in
I do
life.
that all like at work. I'm this, and then people like how like how's this gonna work? I'm like, I don't know. Just let me just do it, and it's gonna work because like I already see it in my head, and just it's gonna work. And then they see it like, oh, I can't explain it. It's hard for me.
That's how he
to
built the
explain.
wheel.
Yeah,
We can't talk about that.
I was like, elaborate.
No, you don't
That's
understand.
confidential.
this
Okay.
thing was
If you know,
you know exactly. If you know, you know. Oh my god.
So yeah, going back to that, the whole school thing is like, people don't realize.
We need to have trade schools back in. We need to
Yeah.
have all the
Yeah.
trades back in schools.
I
We need to have
agree.
a financial class also.
Not just a class, like you have to have that as like a criteria.
Yeah,
for
because
graduate.
exactly. It should be your
There used to be schools where you could graduate with a trade degree.
yeah.
Like your last 2 years
That's
of
what I'm
school,
saying.
you take plumbing like
For
a
nothing
couple
to
hours
have-
every day, and
I
then
didn't have no
you graduate
welding.
as a
I
plumber.
would if I was a welder. If I would have welded in school, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
I know how to weld now because of my dad and everything else. But like, if kids know what they know.
They know what they are interested in.
Yeah, but
And they're
then
passionate
if there's
about
no class or nothing about it, you know what I mean?
And the thing is, I think it has to, like, school makes you think, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then you have to be that thing.
So did you go to college, Chris?
Yeah. So I got my associates in business and liberal arts. And then I was going to Metro for my business management.
Uh-huh.
The only problem was I was already in management and the work that I was in.
Yeah.
And
You already know
I
exactly.
didn't. The book work that I was reading wasn't correlating to
Exactly.
what real,
The real
life
life,
was.
yes.
They
exactly.
They talk about specific scenarios and how to motivate your employees and stuff,
Oh.
but
The easiest way to motivate somebody is to work just as hard as somebody next to you. You work
Harder.
next to somebody. You work next to somebody, not behind somebody.
That's
Or
what,
they're not going to be behind you,
Mhm.
but the people who want to stay behind you, you stay behind me. But if you want to be next to me, guess what? Next to me. Fucking dog, dude. You know what I mean? That's how it's not that hard to motivate anybody.
It's honestly about you. If you're in a management position or anything like that, you have to care for your employees.
Exactly.
Your customers are important as well.
Yeah.
But if your employees feel like they don't have your back, like that's detrimental to the business.
Yeah.
And they don't teach you that in school.
No,
They-
it's just if you have a great like when we roll up to a site, I'm listening to music on the way there. We're having fun on the way there. You know what I mean? We get there, we're all joking around with the customer. Everyone's having a good time. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. You don't have to be miserable at your job every day. You know what I mean? You don't have to be.
And
If
that's
you bring that to a customer and they call you every time because of that little thing. You know what I mean?
and if you are miserable to that point,
Oh yeah.
you shouldn't be in that job.
No. Yeah. Go.
That's what the last
Go.
that probably 10th,
Boss.
11th year, I was at that point where I was like, I try to picture myself because I was gonna get promoted to a store manager, and I had everything in the bag. I had the district manager tell me that I was doing a good job. Multiple store managers that would advocate for me. But I thought about it, and I'm like, is this the life that I want to continue to pursue, and is it gonna make me happy?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't talk about that,
Yeah.
which sucks. And I just found this out, but a lot of people in my generation, our generation, they're depressed.
Oh yeah.
They're depressed as shit. And that's where you come up with the whole, what is the resignation? The
Great Resignation.
Great Resignation, because we're fed up with it. And you should be. If you're not happy where you're at, fucking leave.
Yeah.
Leave. And like you said,
I love my
you
job.
love it.
I love my
like
job.
sometimes it's of course tough,
Yeah. But
but for the most part,
I wake up still like even if I worked a 12-hour day and I had to wake up the next day at 4 o'clock, but I'm still gonna wake up. It's
exactly.
like, not miserable. You know what I mean?
And you find your passion.
Yeah.
That's what drives you that's what drives me every single day.
Yeah.
Is I'm passionate about wealth generation, protecting my family, and creating a future for them. Not just for me being here for the short amount of time that I am, but long term.
Yeah.
Life insurance. A lot of people don't talk about
Not
life
even.
insurance.
Oh, I got life insurance.
Good.
$500,000.
Good. But a lot of a lot of people don't
Yeah.
talk about that stuff. And there was one guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh, you gotta bleep that out, Calvin, because someone might come after me. You know what I mean? So my wife might hire somebody. Once she
Do you
finds
see
out how
those
much.
commercials? There's commercials where it's a life insurance one where this dude is like coming into his house and his wife's like, oh yeah, come up here. I'm upstairs, like, oh, sexy time or whatever. And tries to get into the tub and there's a fucking toaster in there. Yeah. And like it's different scenes of him just trying to get killed by his family, even by his kids. It's some dark shit, man. But it's and then at the end they're like, but for real, if you try to kill your family member, your life insurance will be voided. But it's some crazy shit.
People don't know either. Like if you have life insurance, if you die, if you have like drugs on you or anything like that, they won't cover you.
Avoid it,
Or
yeah.
or if you're drunk, they'll.
But that goes back to the school thing. Where are we taught all this shit?
Oh yeah.
Where are you taught about life insurance? Where are you taught about, managing people?
Or even a credit card. Like, yeah, let's sign up for a credit card. 20% interest. Like, no, you don't accept
And
that one.
They rack it up like, oh, well, I'm just not going to pay it, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, what is that going to do
Yeah.
to me?
That's
their money. I
Yeah,
don't give a shit.
exactly.
My biggest quip, I think, with school that I have right now, like the biggest thing that I have with school,
Uh-huh.
is how you're always told to be something. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? You're like, I want to be a dentist.
Yeah.
But like, okay, if you want to be a dentist, you go to school, and then you're 40, and like, fuck being a dentist.
Yeah.
You like it made such a big deal for you to change jobs and change direction.
Yeah.
When if you're 30, you're 40, you're 25, like you should be able to be like, you know what, I want to do something different,
Yeah.
and then just go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas everything now is so specialized
Mhm.
that it makes it so hard
to switch.
for people to
But
switch because you have so many years in. You know what I mean? I think that's what makes it the hard part, right?
So with the company that I was with, they offer so good of benefits. So you have, if you're part of the union, you're paying $20 a week for insurance.
Dang.
$20 a week.
You're paid?
Yeah.
You're getting paid?
No. You're paying for $20 a week for insurance.
I wish I was paying that.
You're getting that. You're getting up to, I think I had, before I quit, like almost 4 weeks of vacation a year, like all kinds of stuff that you feel like is a plus because you go to somewhere else and they don't offer any vacation, maybe a few days a week.
Yeah.
That's the trap. But are you sacrificing your happiness because of that?
Yeah, do what you love. Do what you love.
That's what
That's what it is. Do you love what you do then? Now?
Dude, I love what I do.
See?
I wake up and this is
You love it?
I wake up in the beginning and fucking like you go outside and you take a walk and you just know that like you're not the only restriction you have is on yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
How much do I want to push myself today?
You know what I mean?
How
That's
much
cool.
money do I want to make this month? Versus I gotta go clock in from a 9 to 5 and I'm making $20 an hour.
Yeah.
That's it. No matter how much work I put in. That sucks. You're literally trading your time, which is worth millions. They put it this way: it's like if you were to die tomorrow, like would you spend your time at work? Would you if you knew you were gonna die tomorrow, would you spend your time at work the previous day?
No,
Why?
Exactly. 'Cause you at least you know, but like
Because your time is worth more than the 20 bucks an hour.
Yeah.
So why don't we think about that every day? It's like we have to utilize time like it's limited. It is.
It is limited.
We're-
You don't ever know.
So what was your process? Like, how long did it take you? You said that last like 10, year 10, year 11 at your job.
That was
You were
when I
thinking
was
about
really
making a
thinking
switch?
about it, but it was happening way before then.
How long before? Like we're like
I
7
guess-
years in, or like 6 years in?
No,
or-
like I would say starting probably after my 5th or 6th year, if we're saying by the job.
Yeah.
But it was when I was starting to get more education about it. So I started reading books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Okay.
I was reading The Wealth of Nations. There's so many good books out there about how to manage wealth and how to develop your own thoughts. So it started off with me actually going up to Estes Park every day. I got bored. I got so bored of listening to music, dude, and it sucked. And I was like, well, what else can I listen to? I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I have one rental property. Maybe I should start learning about that. So I started listening to audiobooks
Oh shoot.
and got into that. Got it. It's crazy, but motivational speeches got me the passion to realize like my time is limited here.
Yeah.
The much effort that I want to put into my own life and my own thought and to my own value that I give to the world is limited. So how much value can I bring to people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really what cultivated me to get to the point where I'm at today is I have to think about like generational wealth and happiness. The simplest thing that I could think of.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with a job.
It's kind of a little sad.
As far as
School.
Just like education, like people.
you know what the cool thing is though? YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
YouTube.
TikTok. Fucking TikTok is fucking. There's this guy. I'm about to. I'm not gonna quit my job, but like he's talking about. He just sells paper. Like he buys houses
Mhm.
that he doesn't even see, and then he calls someone else. Says, "Do you want to buy this house?" And it makes like 10 grand. Yeah.
Wholesaling
wholesaling, yeah.
houses.
Yeah, I want to try that. You know what I
You
mean?
have to make so many cold calls.
And Colorado's tough for that.
No, I'm saying call somewhere else. Yeah,
other
yeah,
state,
yeah.
yeah.
I know.
You gotta be microgreens,
I know.
dog. It's all about
Microgreens. I know. I got a full basement, dude. Microgreens all in the
See,
basement.
that's something I could do because I already
Calvin
I
loves doing
enjoy
that.
gardening and like
Yeah.
permaculture and things like that. So, fucking just add microgreens to it. Shit.
Microgreens would be legit too.
There's so many ideas out there.
Oh yeah. You can make money anywhere.
That's what we're talking about too. Is like
I guess you got like Calvin. You gotta find your passion.
yeah, and I think like with millennials, it's more about that.
Yeah.
Like us growing up,
hmm
it's like
I think we saw our parents going through the miserable 9 to 5 job every day, and most of our parents, both your parents, both your parents worked, right?
Yeah, they both
Yeah.
retired. Yeah.
Both of my parents worked.
and I think,
Everybody, and luckily, Mal's able to stay home, but she works like part time with the pizza truck that my family owns too. So,
Oh, cool. So your family owns a business?
my brother-in-law does
Oh, cool. What is it?
the Simply Pizza food truck,
Oh,
and they already had they want us to.
like the frozen.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is brick
It's a food
oven
truck.
pizza. It's a food truck. It's a
Oh.
truck with a brick oven on the back of it.
it's fucking dope.
And then we have two.
That's sick.
Then they have 2 Connexes that I move with our company to set them to. There's one at Jurassic World, and there's one at Westy, opening up next week. You guys check it out. There's gonna be a whole bunch of food trucks there and everything else. So that pizza Connex will be there all the time. So
Wow.
and they want us to
That's
buy
awesome.
a Connex, and I want to do it so bad.
You gotta own a business.
Dude, I'll go
Yeah, I
half
know,
as
but
Any type
I'll go
of
half-
you know the hard
No,
thing though
seriously,
is this: the kids. Like it's the hard. That's the hardest part. Is if we didn't have kids, hell yeah, you know what I mean. But the kids is the hardest part because we have to have someone to watch them while Mal's at work, I'm at work.
So you have to physically work into that. You said-
No.
Okay.
But we'd have to have someone to work. You know what I mean? To work it, in, and we still have to have Mal working though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Put the kids in the back. We were at a pumpkin patch. We were at a pumpkin patch, and the kid working the register
Yeah.
at the food truck was at 9, maybe going on 10. Like he was just like, how much? And he was like ringing it up, and he'd take it to someone in the back, and they'd be like, okay, and then fucking go.
You
Family
can pay-
business.
Yeah.
You can pay your kids like that.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
actually
You can
tax-
pay your kids in a tax write-off.
I think-
6,000, right?
Yep.
I think my biggest thing right now, trying to figure out is like
I want to grow chickens.
oh, I'm gonna have chickens. The chickens and ducks are coming.
These guys will be,
But-
we'll be calling them McDonald by the end of the year. No, Farmer McDonald.
Farmer cow.
Farmer cow.
No, my biggest thing right now is
Like, that's your TikTok handler or
get
what?
the fuck out of here. Farmer cow. It should be.
Yeah, that's
I might
gangster.
change that to Twitter. On Twitter. My biggest thing right now is monthly cash flow.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And trying to figure out how to get that going. Obviously, I think like a food truck,
Yeah.
or even if you couldn't buy like a Connex or something like that, you can get low, like rent the food truck, rent everything out
Mhm.
for a low cost. You pay that monthly, and then just start getting your fucking at least some sort of business going, so you do have a cash flow
Mhm.
Yeah.
outside, and then using that cash flow to go into real estate, and then having both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real estate's the end goal for most people.
Dude,
It
I have
should
I have
be.
so much equity. I probably should be doing something with it.
No, seriously.
There's a lot I have, and I probably should be.
Cash out.
But the only thing I'm afraid of is going upside down. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Okay, so if you're fearing about going upside down, don't worry about that too much. So between now and what happened in 2008, 2009 is a
Yeah.
whole different ball game. So back then they were doing like ARMs, which is adjustable mortgage rates, and so your rate.
Oh, your rate changed
Yeah,
no
you
matter
could
what.
get it in like at 3%.
They gave me that option. I'm like, nah, I'm locking that thing
Don't
in.
do that.
First you do an
Lock
arm.
it in.
First you do an arm, and then they get your leg.
Seriously, that's how it was. So what happened was there's a flood of houses that hit the market, and that caused the collapse.
Mhm.
But now they've had so much strict regulation around how
Oh,
to
yeah,
apply
yeah.
for a mortgage.
Yeah. Jesus
That-
Christ, you have to
You have to
give damn near everything you.
your firstborn child.
They have to send you a picture of your bohole and everything. You know what I mean? Make sure you're all good. Jesus Christ, you know, I know. I'm like,
it's good.
what else do you need?
It's good. It's a
Yeah,
good,
it is
it's a
good.
good
Yeah,
safe measure. So the amount of inventory that we need to actually have what we had in 2008
Yeah.
is in the millions.
Yeah,
and-
we're so behind right
Oh,
now. It's
it's-
ridiculous.
It'll take Colorado 10 years to catch up.
So
We're building right here.
buy.
The
Why
building right
wouldn't
here.
It's good for you.
Why wouldn't anybody put their money to work?
Yeah.
Like you were
I guess
telling
it's
me,
it.
you want to get to the point where you have like something cash flow.
Yeah, I know. It's high right
That's
now, but it's
key.
still gonna be.
Yeah.
That's key. Cash flow is the game. Cash flow is king. So I get, let's see, between my wife and I, we have a rental property, and our mortgage is about $1,450, and we're gonna rent it out for about almost $2,200.
Yeah.
So cash flow would be about $800.
And you're not doing nothing.
Exactly. We're checking on them once in a while. And
Yeah.
we talked about this earlier. Is like, oh well, I don't want to go, fix a toilet or anything like that. That's why you hold reserves on the side so you can
Yeah,
hire
hire
a plumber,
somebody.
somebody
You're
that's
saying
in the
whatever.
profession
Yeah.
to get to that point.
That takes discipline, right? Not spending all that money as soon as
Yeah, and I
As you
did.
did.
I did that. I merged my money with my checking account in the beginning, and I learned I'm like, I'm not really putting away for that now. If I would have put that same house on the market, so I bought it at 243, and then right now we have it probably valued at, I would say, at least 400,000.
Dang.
At least.
Yeah.
But what I could do with that 10 grand that we have as a safe hold, we can invest into create another a room. So the biggest value that you get,
Yeah, you make the house better. You make something crazy.
the kitchen,
You make
rooms,
a backyard bar. You know what I mean? You make a
value.
Yeah. We in it. We thriving in it right now. You know what I mean? We thriving in it.
If you had this bar on
I'm just
Zillow,
saying. They don't even know about the bar yet. You know what I mean? The house value might go up.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
that's true. You got electrical out here. This is a fucking room,
And
dog.
it's the code too. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Oh no! Yeah, right. It's cold, dude. This is how it looks like before a house gets built.
Yep.
Just like this.
Before a house gets built,
And then you
someone
just put drywall in, and then it looks kind of good. You know what I mean?
But no, I seriously think that you're on the right path of thinking that way. Like, what can I own that will generate me cash?
You know what I've been thinking about? Is the halftime how-to. Let's go! Halftime how-to. So this trend's been going around on TikTok.
TikTok drink.
Woo! Bush Light and Captain Morgan taste like chocolate milk.
What the?
Yeah, so we're about to get into it. Equal parts.
Oh damn.
Equal parts. Ooh.
Thanks, sir.
All right, so this is Captain Morgan. You guys, I don't know, equal parts, like whatever you guys want. You know what I mean? If you're feeling 1 ounce, you're feeling 2 ounce, you're feeling a half a pint. You know what I mean? You get the equally pour the Busch Light. You know what I mean? Supposedly it says that chocolate milk or like chocolate. Or, I have no idea. So
I'll be the
what
judge of
TikTok
that.
says. Is that about equal? That's pretty damn close because I was like there. Yeah, that's mine. That's mine anyway. So
Chris looks nervous.
Oh, chocolate milk.
if it's chocolate milk, chalky milk,
Chalky milk.
some chalky milk.
I'll take it.
Chocolate milk. Some choco sticks.
Ooh. Do you like churros?
Yeah.
Do you guys like them cream filled or do you like them filled or I just like the
Nah,
OG
That's
just
like
I just like cinnamon. People I got one strawberry and I was about to throw it one time. I was like, I didn't order this.
Churros remind me of like middle school when they used to have that a la carte.
Oh, fire! Nachos?
Yeah.
Nachos and
Nachos and pizza.
Oh,
I'd always get
Pizza
pizza.
from pizza.
yeah.
pizza always. Pizza always.
All right,
All right, here we go.
ready?
The TikTok chocolate shot. Chocolate
Woo!
milk. Here we go.
Get some.
Is it a shot or are you just taking a drink?
That tastes like chocolate milk. What the fuck?
Dude, it does.
Dude, that's
I'm not-
fucking weird.
I'm not fucking with you. That tastes like chocolate milk.
No,
Like
my
alcoholic chocolate milk. That's so weird. But it tastes like chocolate milk though.
It
Like
gives
the
it-
aftertaste too.
Yeah. How is
I
that?
have no idea.
We need to research that.
I don't
I have
know.
goosebumps on my thighs. I don't know if that's a good thing or a
Again?
bad thing, but
Every time Kyle has goosebumps on his thighs, you better watch out.
It's about to get.
I almost died the other day.
What
Yesterday.
happened?
So
Hey, you finish your drink first. Finish your drink and then you can tell the story,
Salud.
because this guy will have that drink there for the whole time. You gotta watch him, dude.
that's why I want to tell my story right now.
I know you're trying to get out of it.
You got 30 seconds before it hits, so let's
There you
go.
go. Ooh, that tastes like chocolate. That's weird. Like
No, seriously, if you took a shot of this and then you took a chocolate milk shot,
yeah,
literally a chocolate milk.
with a little bit of vodka in it, like you taste the alcohol a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, we have you ever been people fishing?
People fishing.
Oh yeah, you put a $20 bill out on a hook, you reel them in downtown.
People just chasing.
Yeah, chasing the $20 bill.
Drunk
Dude,
people
it's
at 2 in the
so
morning.
fucking funny.
Drunk people at 2 in the morning
Yeah.
chasing a 20, trying to catch it, and just pulling it down the street.
Doug got a
That's
fishing rod
bad.
out of the back of my truck, and we put a 20 on it. And
Whose idea was it? Mario's?
Mario always does crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Mario's the biggest instigator I know, dude. That guy. Like, oh, well, tell us something.
Oh, you know what? We were talking about messing around.
Ooh, messing around with Methany? That's all messed up, huh?
That's really messed
Yeah,
up.
you were talking about your.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's
Okay,
get into
so
that.
there was this one
We're
time.
talking about worst. What do you call
Renters.
them? Renters. Worst renters.
Worst renters. Now I know you hear a lot of horror stories and shit like that, and it's true. There's some things you have no idea that you're gonna run into.
You guys heard my story. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking pretty bad renter myself.
Point Exhibit A.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Okay, so there's one time. Now I thought it'd be a great idea to rent out to coworkers, and I was like,
Yeah, trustworthy people, right?
hey, they have a job. They're gonna pay rent. I was like, okay, it's good. Well, after the third or fourth person that cycled out,
Dammers.
yeah,
How long was that?
I would probably say it was within a month span.
3 people, so that's like,
3-4 months each.
Yeah.
why they leave?
Okay, so domestic violence.
Oh my god!
couple. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Was it polyamorous couple?
Different story. That's a different story.
The throuple?
No, it
2
just
cases.
there was one person I felt bad for him because he was pretty much the one holding shit down,
Yeah.
and the rest of the people just kept cycling out, and finally I got a good 3 people that were in there.
Yeah.
You know,
Solid crew.
solid crew.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I got these messages like, hey, one of the renters is just staying up really late in the garage.
What's
And
her
I'm
name?
like,
No.
I can't give names.
HIPAA.
HIPAA.
Oh, yeah.
And she kept staying up like from like 12 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the
Her
morning.
name was Methany. I can tell you that right now. Her name was Methany.
And so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll try to have a conversation about her about not staying up so late or some shit like that. I try to brush it off, and they're like, yeah, she's like banging on the lawnmower, and she was taking out the carburetor in the car. It's like she was working on this shit for like hours on end.
Hey, but I worked in the oil field. I know exactly what she doing, boy. She fucking high as a kite, boy. Living that high life, you know what I mean, over there.
No, I didn't tell you the craziest shit about the story.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
So I had to confront this, and she was paying for everything on time, okay? So I couldn't say too much.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, like, when someone's doing something good, you know what I mean, you can't.
it gets to the point where you're like, all right, you got to get your ass out. So I set up a time to confront
Even though you got the money, though?
Money's, hey, you have a house.
Yeah, I
You gotta
guess so,
protect
you know
the
what I mean?
house.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I told her, I was
She
like,
ripping up carpet, trying to refurnish the floors and stuff, you know what I mean? In one night.
She has a polisher in there.
going to town.
She's all, there's one on the bottom. It's all plywood.
The carpet's just spinning up.
It's fucked up.
You know, like how all those times were like, we ripped the carpet that's perfectly good. Hardwood floors, as she said. It's fucking plywood. She's all polished.
Just spit shine.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No, but I told her, I was like, hey, we have to have a conversation. This chick brings two random white dudes, and this is in Fort Lupton.
How big?
Ooh, that's sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How big are white dudes?
Not big.
Uh,
They're probably on meth themselves. But
meth.
That's what I was gonna
they were trying to be intimidating.
Meth and E. What were they trying to do?
They were trying to be intimidating.
Were they chewing on like a 16-ounce air steak or like a 40-ounce air steak? You know what I mean?
Like they were trying to intimidate you to let her stay, or
Yeah,
she was-
basically. So
Hey.
I went up to the house. They're all outside, I was trying to have a conversation with her, and they kept interrupting. And they're like, "Hey, she pays on rent." I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up! You don't even live here."
Exactly.
Yeah, and so I kept trying to talk to her, and then all of a sudden, this dude comes out from the sidewalk and starts like
Come out like, what do you mean, like
out of a
like,
car.
Oh, I was just saying like fucking it like crawls out of the sidewalk, like out of the fucking gutter, or what's going on
That's
there?
some crazy
So
shit.
hey, Georgie,
Honestly,
what's going on there, Georgie?
I would get the fuck out if that was the case. Fuck that shit. No, this dude comes out of the car and he acts like he's like rampaging towards the house, and the other people were like, "Oh my god, he's coming, acting like he was gonna fucking intimidate me, and all he does is just stand there, and I was like. I just looked at this dude and I'm all, can I help you? And oh man, it was just a horrible situation.
I bet.
It was a horrible situation, and finally got her out.
Meth and he left.
How many months were you like trying to get her out?
Luckily, it was only like maybe a couple months.
Dude.
I know somebody that they took like 2 years.
Oh, what? Oh, there was squatters.
2 years non-payment.
Squatters?
2 years non-payment, and I feel they're good friends, and they got taken advantage of, bro. Not to scare anybody on that, but it's really good to screen your people before you actually rent to them. So
Screening, he means like personal, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Not like online or like you look at them through a screen, but
If they got OnlyFans, it might not be too reliable.
yeah, you know what I mean. Or
that's not reliable income.
Yeah, that's their income. Maybe not rent to
you
them.
kind of gotta look at their search history if they got browsers. You know what I mean?
Unless it's busting. If they're OnlyFans,
You know what I mean?
hey, if they got some,
Hey, I know you have some extra cash flow. You know what I mean?
you know the cash is coming.
You over here in another room making your cash flow.
Sex work's not legal.
Help us out.
guys. Sorry.
No, I'm not
Yet.
saying that. Yet.
Yes.
The real estate agency. You know what I mean?
2024.
I got a room you can rent out. It's fully sealed.
Shed.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but there's some crazy ass stories that I've read about, heard about, and
Oh, I can't imagine.
it's always about taking personal
Dude,
responsibility.
the squatters is the scariest thing. Like, I see, like, I'm like, what is going on? Like,
It's horrible. The pandemic. They allowed people to not pay rent, which is infringement on people that actually own those rental properties.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, when the pandemic hit, one of our renters had a cleaning business, so they didn't have work
Oh,
for a
yeah,
few
yeah,
months. And I work with them.
Yeah.
was like, hey.
you know what I mean? You've been a renter for me for a while, so We can all make this work out.
I could have kicked him out.
Yeah,
but
like
no,
an
why?
asshole.
Yeah. If they're doing good for you, take care of them. You know.
Do good to you as people do good onto you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Do good or I don't know what the word
What's the
is.
saying? The hell with your mountain, show me your bush.
Exactly. Chris just looked at me.
No, but I get what you mean.
No, you
It's
always.
like people can't.
That's what I always
always.
try to do. I always try to like be good to people. I always try to like. It's always gonna come back twice fold.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Always. It always does.
Wholeheartedly.
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh yeah. It always does, dude. If you're wholeheartedly like trying to be like nice to somebody, who's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance, and you fuck up, then this
But
chance.
as a landlord, there's only so many times that you can. You know what I mean? Do you get sour?
How
on that?
many?
Like,
How many? How many?
Because I'm sure
Yeah.
you run into a lot of people.
This guy has a pocket full of fucking stories over
I've
here.
had people. Oh man.
Full story.
If it wasn't for the house, we were working on the house while these renters were in there.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that case, I wouldn't have let so many things go wrong. They had 6 pit bulls
Oh my.
running
God.
through the house.
Oh,
Males?
shit.
Yeah.
You know how much semen that is? Just fucking leaking out of those wieners.
Oh man.
It just leaks out of them.
It-
You know that, right? Like it just semen just leaks out of like dogs.
Like
It does. Look it up. It does.
Google it.
Google it, dude.
that's what we got. That's what we got the fucking.
Yeah,
laptop.
that's semen just leaks out of dogs, dude. Just pure testosterone leaks out of dogs. Look it up, dude.
I don't want to Google this.
You sure?
Because when they look at
Google's
your history,
Facebook's gonna be like-
you're not gonna have somebody.
Facebook's gonna have like all kinds of dog semen fucking things.
Like
Fucking-
That's
samples,
sick.
just samples of semen.
That's sick.
I'm telling you, man. It just leaks
In
out.
young
of them.
dogs, this can be quite productive, dripping out while the dog is resting. Perpetual drip can be aesthetically unpleasant, but not a medical problem. Excessive drip, especially foul-smelling drip, and increased redness
that problem.
accompanied increased licking suggest injury or
This leaks out, dude. It's fucking
Full disclosure.
Scott Diesel, motherfucker.
Sounds familiar. I'm gonna have to go with that.
We took a left turn here, guys. We went from rental property really fast, really fucking
And
fast.
that's why we don't have a theme.
Oh man.
Shit. See? You learned something today, right?
But
Did you learn something today?
I learned about the 6 pit bulls in this rental property.
Fuck,
Yeah.
man. It's
So how'd that go?
Oh,
You were
man.
doing work in there?
It was 9 months of fucking hell. For one, they
He
had
never bent over in his mountain. You know what I mean? Real quick.
9 months of the pit bulls, random people moving in.
Oh, fuck.
How do I say? Shit coming from the basement, like literal shit coming from the basement. I honestly think they sabotaged the
Sewer system?
sewer system because he was a plumber.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, and I think he wanted the job to fix the sewer line.
Oh, so like,
Literally,
he almost tried a twofer.
yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, you take some rent off, I'll fix it for you, or you pay me. And
Imagine a blockage in the sewer system, and it just
What did he
goes
use?
back up. Oh god.
Oh, the
Was
people
it a
that
con-
just there was contractors. The house across the street from me.
hmm
The guy sold it. He said he just called the realtor over, and the realtor offered him cash on the spot. But they just sold the house last week, and there's new, like just contractors in there doing work, and they're talking about, fucking another house that he has, that the whole bathtub in the basement is just full of shit. He said,
Oh, yeah.
He said the bathtub. He said the
Mhm.
toilet backed up so much. He said he got a call.
Shut the fuck up.
He said there was another. He's like the other contractor.
Oh, fuck, that's nasty as fuck, dude. Shit's nasty, dude. Me.
It's,
Just poop.
it's human feces.
Chris,
Yeah,
he said there's another contractor here. The person that called him in. He's all, there's another contractor here, and they wouldn't work. They just left. They said, I'm not working on this house. He's all, I don't
It's
know what
bad.
the fuck. How bad could it be? He's I went down to the whole bathtub, like to the rim. You're covered in just shit.
Oh my. Oh fuck. That's just. I can't imagine it. It's just fucking.
I've done this like one other time on the podcast. Make Chris.
Fuck.
All right, guys. Sidestepping from the shit.
Cause I know.
Hold it in.
It smells like.
This is why you screen your
Oh,
people.
fuck.
And if something goes wrong
You screen your
in
shit.
the beginning,
Oh fuck.
You address it from the get-go.
Jesus
Because
Christ,
it
that's
comes
nasty.
to bite
Why
you
would
in
you tell me
the
that,
fucking
Calvin?
ass.
That's nasty. Oh,
So
Calvin. Calvin's got a story.
what was it?
He almost had a baby Groot.
Oh, that's what we're talking
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I remember now.
Real quick.
Alright.
So what would you do if you were like
Impaled.
no like something is a problem like
Inseminated.
oh bitch I'm talking about rental properties like the first like month or two you're getting signs that this renter might not be the best and you have them like in a year-long lease like
Okay?
a
So,
month,
yeah,
like
how
2
do you-
months like let's say a month or 2 months in you realize
Like, fuck,
they
I
might not be
fucked
the
up. I
best.
fucked up.
How do you go about that?
Well, honestly, lesson learned from the other previous renters
Yeah.
is you address
The
it
screening.
immediately.
Oh,
No,
you don't be nice. You don't.
No, because people can put up a front. So they
Yeah,
can say,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm A+ in credit, A+, all this
Yeah.
down the line. But you don't know until they actually live into your house. The moment that something goes wrong, you have to address it immediately. The only reason that I feel like I didn't is because of the situations that was happening with the house, that they were being more kind of lenient.
Yeah, you're
They're
like-
understanding. And I took it way too far to the point where we probably lost out on a few thousand in rent.
Dang.
And it
Oh,
sucks.
so they'll be like, we're not paying rent this month because
They-
all this and this and that.
I literally a few weeks I was trying to collect the rest of the rent,
Yeah.
and it sucks. So the only way to really avoid that is addressing it immediately.
How hard is it to like tell somebody like
It's
you're gone and you're done?
we evicted them.
Yeah. How hard is that though? Like
It wasn't
It was.
They're
okay.
fucking you out of money so it doesn't
Versus
doesn't hurt.
people that wait years to evict somebody.
But like the people that you worked with like apartment complex.
Oh, I didn't
like,
give a shit about that method.
I know, but like still,
She's gone.
Methany left out with fucking trash bags. You know what I mean? She's gone.
Those are easy people because they were, if you have meth in the house and they're
Yeah.
smoking meth in the house or
That
making meth,
Devalues your
it's,
house.
no, it's condemned.
Oh fuck!
Your house is condemned, so you have to get it
God.
mitigated.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, lesson learned. You know what I mean?
That's why those mitigation officers make so much fucking
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Goddamn.
That's
We in the
toxic
wrong
shit.
business.
When I worked in insurance, they'd come in like once a month just to like tell for us to refer them. Like if something was wrong with someone's house,
Yeah.
for us to refer them. Like they make some bank.
I'm sure you heard some crazy shit with
Ooh.
being in insurance.
Ooh, some horrible shit.
Like what?
Like those mitigation people had like meth houses. They had houses with like sewage in the like flooding in the basement. They had all kinds of fucking crazy
Sewage?
stories. Sewage like just flooding up into the fucking,
How high?
I don't know. I don't want to tell you.
Stop.
After last time, I don't want to tell you.
God damn, if you're 2 foot and shit.
But
fucking.
a lot of theirs, like they're
nasty.
not they're cool stories, but they're more interesting ones.
Yeah.
Were like people dying of like
Dude, I heard people like.
hazards, like people being like burned with acid and stuff, and then
Oh.
having to go in and clean up afterwards.
Oh.
There was like something that they were like specially certified in that I
Uh-huh.
can't remember. It was like some sort of like acid or like something like that happens, and they're like one of the only people in Colorado that can
Probably
go
fentanyl.
clean up afterwards.
No,
It's crazy. I can't remember. I can't
they
think of what it was.
literally, that's what they get paid for is that,
You go and do it's hazardous work.
It's dangerous.
yeah,
Yeah.
like asbestos and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Or even you clean up blood and someone has AIDS, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they'd have murders. A lot of murders that they'd have to like. There'd be blood splattered everywhere, and they'd have to go clean off the walls and shit.
Or I've heard like people like dying and then being there for like 3 months and just like in like a chair, just being
Just-
like.
yeah, like it's
Imagine,
their
like-
skin and all
No,
that.
everything just like you're just like soaked into that chair, like
I think your body starts like actually
yeah.
expanding.
yeah. Your body expands and then you deteriorate to like liquid.
If let's say you die in a rocking chair, and you're rocking, do you think the momentum
No,
with just
Calvin.
the way your body leans,
I know,
like the
it's-
weight,
I know what
it's
you're
the
thinking.
the way, like
No,
if your
no, no.
body, like
No,
like
it's
a
science,
like a
Calvin.
pendulum?
You can't.
like a pendulum.
You
A pendulum
can't,
will go
though.
forever.
No, it won't.
If you're the right
No,
balance,
it won't. That's why it's science.
they have a 10-foot
If we had a
weight on their
pendulum-
feet. They have
if
10
we had-
pound weight on their feet. They
if
would
we
rock
had-
forever.
If we had something to do that, then we'd have the it's called a fucking.
Pendulum.
Shut the fuck up! No, it's not.
It'll do it forever.
No, it
it's
doesn't.
momentum.
No, it doesn't.
It'll slowly
Gravity and area, exactly. But if we had something that could do it forever,
Exactly.
then we'd have
so
that
you come in.
engine.
Hold on. You come in a week later, and it's just barely moving. He's just barely moving a week later. It's like centimeter by centimeter.
No,
That could happen.
science, dude. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, what other crazy stories have you heard? Just dead people, sewage, Go ahead.
I gotta tell you about what happened to me. I almost died yesterday.
Oh yeah.
What
Can I tell you about that?
What happened?
So me and Chris built a fence today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was trying to break down my old fence. So there's like it was like really old. My house was built.
It was like chain link and fucking wood.
My house
It
was built like in
weird.
'78, I think.
Okay.
So it's older. The fence on that part of the property line is very old. It was like a old janky wood with chain link, and then other like little fucking, it's like 3 foot wood fucking posts.
Yeah, they weren't tall.
I broke off the middle one, and I was using that one to fucking bend the middle because I already ripped the chain link off. So I was bending the post with the cross beam. I was just fucking pulling the shit of it. My son's out there. He's helping me, and he's almost 4. He'll be 4 next month. He's just chilling. It's like hitting a hammer on some shit. I'm pulling this thing. I fucking snap the board. I fall back, and when I fall back, I hit. There's a bunch of logs like by my fence, so I'd move them. I fell onto the logs. But I hit like a little piece of fucking wood behind me that's maybe like a fucking inch or 2
Hey,
inches.
all I gotta say is 1 inch or 2 is big. You know what I mean? Hey, that thing big as fuck.
I 1000% agree. I fell back, and if I would have fell an inch to the right, it would have fucking
Impaled him.
Pen and drink.
I'd no longer be a virgin. Let's just
You'd
say
be having a
that.
baby Groot.
I wouldn't be a virgin no more. It hit
That's
like
where the group comes.
Yeah, Groot.
like a baby Groot. I hit the side of my tailbone with that fucking thing. I hit it so fucking hard. I thought it went into my body. Like I thought I was impaled. I legitimately thought I was bleeding because I immediately I hit it and I was like, oh fuck, and I immediately I got lightheaded. Like I had no energy in me. Like I thought like legitimately I was bleeding because when you're bleeding,
out,
like I was bleeding because I was like losing energy.
and you got cold.
And I was like,
So child so cool.
I
was the 10-pound weight, so now you can be hysterical.
so this fucking thing hit me. I'm like, oh fuck, and I was like, oh my god, like why the fuck do I feel so dizzy? And I'm like on the ground, and I look up at my son, and next thing I know, I'm just asleep. I'm having a dream, bro. I was having a dream, like you know the dreams that they like when people die and they're like in paradise. I was in a food forest. That's my paradise. You know what I mean?
All because you got
Were you
hit in the
checking on
ass.
Dude, no, for once. I
All
wasn't.
because you got hit in the ass with a stick.
And it was magical.
I felt like I was dreaming, but I was fighting it. Like I was fighting my dream.
I think you and Mother Nature connected.
A little
You know
too
what I
much.
mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yes,
You're one
connected.
with the
You know what I mean?
The shrooms are definitely calling me back.
So for real, this shit happened. Like you literally
Yeah.
went back
He said he passed out.
and you passed out.
I hit the fucking thing. I grab my ass. I'm like, oh my god. I like get lightheaded, and I just pass out. I'm still on the ground. My backyard's mulch
Yeah.
and like some grass, like fucking breaking through the mulch.
Mhm.
I'm passed out. I wake up. I don't know how long it's been. I've been fighting this dream. I look up. My son's just right there, just staring at me, like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, are you okay? He just like, yeah.
Are you?
And he's, and I was like, how long's it been? He's like, I don't know time. I'm 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
All the time, Calvin has a fucking branch attached to his ass. To his
No,
asshole.
it wasn't in there.
He's clenched. Tight on that fucking thing. You know?
There wasn't a branch in my butt. Okay.
Let's
But
get that cleared out.
I wake up. I'm like, how long was it? Whatever. I'm like, okay, let's go inside. I know I need to get inside, and I'm like super lightheaded, and I still think I'm bleeding. Like I'm like not looking. I'm like, I'm fucking bleeding. There's no way. There's no way I'm not bleeding. Like I've gotten hit with like branches and stuff and got a cut like this. Like,
Hey,
a little scrape and
What
I'm
was the
bleeding.
most
You know what I mean?
bleeding that you've ever had in your entire life? Like,
I'll tell you in a second.
yeah, that's what I
Keep
want to know.
going.
Because I want to like see what you're comparing it to. Because I've had like some cuts. I've had to heal some cuts. You know what I mean?
So have I. I get up with Carter. We walk maybe like 10 feet. I have another fence on my house. It's like a retaining wall, and there's like a fence on top. I walk like close to the retaining wall, and I hold the fence, and I'm just so dizzy. My son's like 10 feet ahead of me, and I'm like, I need to sit down, son. And he's like, what? I was like, just hold on, don't go inside yet. I get down on my butt. I
have
lay down.
never-
On my back. Chris, I'm laying on my back. I fall asleep for another, who knows? Me and my son could have been out there for fucking hours for all I know. I'm like just thinking in my mind, all the neighbors think I'm drunk. They know I like to dabble in some things and, have some parties and stuff. So I'm like, there's no way in hell they think I'm sober Friday before Memorial Day weekend, just laying passed out in my backyard. And I don't have a privacy fence yet. So it's like a small thing.
I can taste it.
I finally make it inside. I make it down the stairs. I don't remember getting from laying down to inside the house. My son brings me water, and he's 4. I ask him for water. He brings me water, and then he brings me crackers. He's like, "You need to eat or something, bro." I eat that. I drink the water, and I start feeling a little bit better, dude. Today I have like a fucking welt, like a fucking knot, big ass knot on my ass cheek.
So
Like
it
the very
affected
top.
you somehow. It sounds like.
Dude, I don't know if it was just like the impact of like
Yeah.
it hitting like my
Like a
butt
trauma
right there
type.
and like fucking just like knocking me out or something. But I've been in fights. I've gotten punched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've gotten sucker punched. I've gotten fucking hit, laid out in football many a times, and nothing ever
compared to
ever
that.
like that.
So they got close to his cheeks, you know what I mean? He passed out.
Chris is talking about the most I've ever bled.
Yeah, most of you ever bled.
When I was 4, I was 4 or 5. Me and we're playing in the backyard. It's me, my cousin Nathaniel,
Ooh.
Stephen Kramer,
Ooh.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Damn.
And my
Back
cousin
to back.
Manuel, and we're just playing and my boy fucking Ruben, he was a grade under us. He left like in fucking middle school. We're all playing like war, like sword fights kind of, but we have like shovels and sticks and stuff.
Oh my.
So stay-
Hey, now you know what time we're kind of in, you know what I mean? With medieval times where we were fucking fighting with shovels and shit.
We're just like fucking around. But
Yeah.
someone I think my cousin hit me or something with it, and I was pissed. I was gonna go tell on him. I was going inside, and he got mad, and he throws the shovel at me and the chain over like the clothesline. So it hits the clothesline like this, and then it just swings down. The shovel hits me on the top of the head, and the chain hits me in the back of the head.
And you start bleeding out.
Dude, I just started fucking bleeding. My cousin and I think my other cousin Dave was there too.
You
He
still didn't
took-
pass out.
They took me to the door, and I go inside, and my uncle is like I'm like telling him I'm bleeding, and like he can see it, but he can't tell where it's coming from
Yeah.
because I got that fucking Mexican head. Wish it was still like that, but
Shit, they could fuck. It's a little thinny now, but. You know.
oh, bro, why you gotta tell people that?
I'm not telling them. I'm just letting them know.
Hey, I'm 31, you know. But
So you're still in the 90s. You?
What?
90s baby?
Yeah.
91.
91. But my cousin,
Why
my
does everyone
uncle.
always think I'm older? Everyone always says, do I look older?
You're only a year older than me.
Exactly.
I thought you were a few years older than me.
No.
It looks like it, huh?
Yeah.
But we go into the house.
It's wisdom, you know.
Oh, okay.
We go into the house, and my uncle's looking for the blood, and he starts pouring water.
Oh my god.
So he pours water, and it just looks like there's just nothing but blood. Just like blood rushing down my body, dude.
And you didn't pass out.
I didn't have a shirt on. No, I did have a shirt on, I think. I took my shirt off because it's all bloody on the bottom. I was like blood over my pants and shit. I had to go to the saloon so they could fucking glue me up and shit, but
Dude.
it wasn't a lot of blood, but for a 5-year-old getting fucking water
Yeah.
poured all over their head, it just felt like I was
I
just
think
covered.
when Ethan hit his head, I was like, Melissa, do not
Don't trip.
calm down, don't trip. And I was like, he's good, I promise you.
You want to hear a fireworks story?
Ooh,
Fireworks?
I'd love one.
Yeah,
11,
that's gotta
12.
be.
11, 12 years old?
Ooh, thinking that you know everything. You know what I mean? You got the brave of fucking.
Mixed with jackass?
Oh shit.
Jackass type of stuff?
What are we doing? Let's
All
hear
right,
it. Let's hear it.
All right. It's one of my good homeboys. We were just literally just going down the street. This is after the 4th of July. Strolling down the street. And one of my friends had a bright idea of just, they saw it on Jackass. They put like a firework down the shirt and it just went underneath.
What kind of firework are we talking about?
Jumpy jack.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, let's do it. Like,
Probably people don't know. It's like the ones that go. Yeah, it spins
Spin
like.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you
Alright.
catch it on fire, then
Yeah, I know. Most of the time, it's a fucking.
Oh, it's
a hazard.
flaming.
It's a hazard most of the time. You know
It's
what I mean?
flaming.
Yeah.
All right, so freak accident.
Ooh.
We were strolling down and talking about it. Like, all right, let's do it. We're like, fuck it. Like, you brave enough? You know how back in
You
the
won't.
day.
You won't
do it.
You won't.
Yeah, double dog dare you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right. It was 3 of us. I grabbed the top of his shirt to open it up.
Oh.
The other
You instigator, you.
the other homeboy had
The bottom.
the bottom.
Yeah. That's a friendly thing to do.
Yeah,
So it drops
of
through.
course.
Yeah.
Drop it through. This fucking dumbass lets go of the bottom.
Oh.
It gets trapped in his belt, bro.
Ooh.
It gets trapped in his belt, and it splurts into his pockets. Guess what's in his pockets?
More
Dicks.
fireworks?
More fucking fireworks.
Oh.
Could
What are they? Black hats?
No,
Jumping
everything.
jacks?
Everything that you
Oh
could.
my.
Everything.
How
that
deep
you-
was he wearing Jinkos? How deep was his pockets?
How many pockets?
No, it's just some serious shit though. Like this, it started sparking up, and he couldn't fucking take off his
Oh
belt,
my god!
and it just fucking burned down his whole.
shit.
Jumping jacks melted into his legs.
Ooh, I can't imagine that. Cause that's like
I know
fucking
he'd
down
probably-
here. That's like
He'd
lava
probably
shit.
laugh about it today.
Yeah,
'cause
but-
he's one of my good friends and everything. But I
I
can't
could
imagine
imagine the pain.
The pain, and he honestly said it wasn't pain because everything, the nerves were all pretty much melted, and that's
Ooh.
the I didn't smell.
Did his penis make it out? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, sure, you know what I mean? Cause
I couldn't.
that's usually the first thing to go.
I couldn't not smell burning skin
Pubes.
for 2 years.
Oh, I thought it was pubes.
It's the fucking.
That's the worst smell.
Yes,
too.
I felt so bad for my
Burning
friend.
hair.
I don't, what does skin smell like?
I can't explain it. It's just a
Like
unique.
chicharrones or
Like-
what?
Like burning hair, but worse.
Yes.
Ooh, really?
Worse.
Burning hair is the
How
worst.
do you know?
Burning hair?
Burning hair. That's it. He had pubes. You know he had pubes.
So there's some girls, I won't say their names. In high school, me and Mario used
Seriously, we have stories for days.
in high school, me and Mario used to fuck around with the torch.
Oh,
Light shit on fire?
I know Mario's
So
dumb
we'd
ass.
we'd spray someone with like hairspray
Yeah.
and then fucking light it.
Yeah.
And there was girls that were, they're Mexican girls and a little on the hairier side.
Yeah.
Every
So
Mexican.
we fucking spray their arm, light on fire. There was a girl, we did her back. We just sprayed her back and just boom! Just
Fucking forest fire.
Shut up! I'm doing her
Forest
hair.
fire.
There was one girl, Mara was fucking around with the lighter. He goes like that and gets to the top of her head. Boom! Her head's on fire. Her friend's like, your head's on fire! Just smacking her head.
Oh
We're
my
like 14,
God.
15, but.
And hairspray and shit. Like, oh my god.
What, firework story I thought of though?
I lit Mario on fire. Brake cleaner.
Oh.
You know, brake cleaners. I was spraying his boot. I was spraying his legs. Oh, you won't. I like that motherfucker. Boom! Light him up. Dude, he's fucking over here pouring about doing his fucking leg and shit. That's how we used to do, dude. We
That's
used to
fucking crazy.
throw fireworks underneath the
The
trucks and shit.
Firework thing I was thinking of is when we were in high school, we used to there was like kids that would randomly volunteer, but we'd light fireworks out of their ass cheeks. Put it in their butt cheek.
Yeah.
Can we say the names, but like not say the names?
Bottle rockets. Pew! Going down someone's butthole.
Rhymes with
Schmelling. I can't see this.
rhymes with. I already know. I already know what you're talking about.
Last name?
I think we did
Last
multiple.
name?
He was the only one. He wouldn't care. He was a I did one. I did a few bottle rockets out of his butt cheeks.
Stabber, boy.
I'm packing though. You know what I mean?
You're
I'm
rocking
not
that.
worried about it getting. I'm not worried about
Oh, those cheeks are for days, you know what I
it.
mean?
I could just clench.
For the asshole? You know what I mean?
Clench
Way
my
further
lips.
away from the asshole.
Didn't help me yesterday, but.
We're trying to keep this podcast like as shitty as possible, but like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Real.
no, for real talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's people like, yeah, you see those people that have spent thousands of dollars on everything else
You
and they
don't
still
need
don't
that
blow up.
shit.
Yeah, it's the same. They're like, we're just trying to.
Stupid
I used-
love.
I
Just
get
a couple
thousands
mics won't be solid.
Yeah, when we can afford it, we'll get mics.
Let this pay for it.
Let you guys know, we got a GoFundMe, 2 guys, 1 shed. We were saying it for
We started a Patreon.
Oh, let's go.
OnlyFans. Heard a lot of people are getting them, so
I'll rub my cheeks. Easily.
we should get an OnlyFans and it's just our podcast would come up all week.
Just clips.
I'll post like some thoughty just laying down. As
Ooh,
the
the
thumbnail,
cover.
and you click it and it's just me and you
Bam.
talking.
I'm sure you get like there's
More
some,
views.
I got you,
there's
fucker.
some freaky people
Oh,
on
yeah.
the internet.
People love us, bud.
You put your feet out there though.
It's just in the body shot video.
Just wait till I cut this hair, you know what I mean? Dude, this thing's so
It's good.
long, dude.
Dude, I saw it today. I was like, God dang.
Dude, you're telling me I'm like,
I was like, I thought your name was Edgar. I was like, what's up? With the hair was in front. Just kidding.
I should do the Tequachica, huh? Okay, my cut.
Are you gonna do a outgoing shot or what?
Yes, sir. Ready to cut it out or what? You have anything else
No.
to say to the people? Just one thing.
Generational wealth.
I think, like Chris said, just be happy, dude. Do what you love.
Happiness and finding your passion.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
And
thing. that
pursue it hard. Hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Put everything you have into it, every minute, every hour, every second.
That's all it's worth. Your time is worth more than $20 an hour. So find out what that's worth.
And then once you do, you'll see.
Invest with Chris R.
There you go.
TikTok.
I missed out on the beginning, huh?
It's all good.
We're good. We got it at the end.
Are you gonna do another one or no?
Yeah, we're doing another one.
Do you have another bush?
Ooh.
He's got plenty.
Come on, man. I got a whole bunch of bush.
It's not the first time you said that.
Oh, I know. Did you hear the story when everyone made fun of me because I had pubes? Yeah, I got made fun of Chris because I had pubes.
Because you have.
Because I had pubes in high school.
You want me to clip that?
No, yeah, I clipped that. Because everyone made fucking fun of me because I had pubes. And guess what? The pubes are in now, you know what I mean?
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Still not.
Young guys with
Grow them out! Let them know what you're working with, you know what I mean?
two married fellows. And he did.
No, you know what you need to do is grow them out and then you shave it and then, dude, you know what I mean? You look big. You just look big.
You're prickly. You're prickly for days. The
I
first
know, but...
Any,
do you shave? Or what do you do? Like clip? You clip or like hard shave?
like a razor?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Then neither do I. I just fucking use the shit I use to cut my hair.
Yeah.
See? Because it's not like rough either, you know what I mean?
Just a trim.
Yeah, just a trim.
So what do you guys got advice? Two married men. Advice for some single dudes?
3 married men. Oh, you're not married yet.
You're not married, bitch. The fuck?
Fuck.
I got a bachelor party to go to still, baby. Woo!
Vegas.
Get some.
I don't know. Just women are really hard and confusing, and I guess you got to take the time to put it in. I've been married to my wife for 5 years,
It's been that long.
and I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm still fucking up. You know what I mean?
It's literally just taking time for you guys.
Yeah.
That's it. Like learning. The biggest thing is learning what makes them happy. If you learn exactly what makes them happy and you can execute that every week, your life will be easy.
Yeah, I guess so.
But being a man,
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna do that shit. You're not gonna do that shit either.
we forget.
So just have fun.
Yeah.
Don't drink too many beers. Hang out with your old lady. And I don't know, just be happy. Pursue your happiness.
I think circling back to what Chris has been saying the whole episode, like working on yourself first.
Yeah,
Making sure you know
every
what
day.
you love, you making sure you know what you love and what makes you happy, and then being able to work on that and find someone who either fits that or someone that you can share that with. And,
or even if you love something that you shouldn't be loving though, like still like you should still be working towards making yourself better.
Yeah.
Just make yourself better. I think that's
Always.
what it is. You know what I mean? It's always making yourself better, and it's on anything. You know what I mean? Every day you can make yourself better. Every day you can wake up a little bit earlier. Every day you could be doing a little bit more. Every day you could be doing something. You know what I mean?
I think
That's that's what I've been trying to work on more. Is just doing more and even more with my kids, more with my wife. You know what I mean? Just being, but it does get strung out. But what does it matter?
I
Like,
guess that's a big question you should ask yourself every day.
Yeah.
That's what I do is, how can I be a better husband?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's legit.
That's it.
better person.
My
better-
thing that I think when I go away from it, it affects me negatively. Like when I'm on top of it, I'm doing the best. Is like everything's my fault.
Yeah.
Anything that happens is always my
Yeah.
fault.
That's
If-
usually when you're trying to do your hardest too.
If Kelly's on my ass about like me not spending time with her
It's
or the
hard.
kid or something,
It's hard doing everything.
or like I gotta get my shit done. So I gotta wake
Yeah.
up early. I gotta get my shit done first. Like I gotta work out, take my dog for a walk, do shit, get the things I need to get done. So I have time to spend with my family. And when I don't do that, then I see like it bleeds into other things.
yeah. Same with me.
Or if we're fighting, if like me and Kelly are
Yeah.
arguing, it's like what did I fuck up in that? You know what I mean? Always taking accountability and responsibility for
That's
being able to
important.
That's
take care of
hard.
your life.
It's hard saying, yeah, I fucked up, or it's hard saying,
For
I
sure.
don't know if it's just a man or if it's just,
A
you know
human
what I
being.
mean? It's a human thing too. I don't know. Like, because I fuck up fucking damn near every fucking day, but it's hard. It's hard saying, you know what I mean? I messed up. But then when the hard part is when you're trying, it's still not enough sometimes. Like, it's not, I don't know if it's not enough, but like, it's still like,
You feel like it's not enough.
yeah, exactly. You're fucking still struggling. Like, God, I'm doing everything I can, and I'm being the
But
top dog and everything else.
Be transparent about it, because one thing that I learned is like, for myself personally, I'm more of a control freak. So if we
Me
have
too.
a discussion and it goes haywire, I want a resolution by the end of this time. Where my wife, she wants some space and she
Yeah.
wants to go think
time
about
to
it.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want it done now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want it done now. We're gonna argue right now. We're gonna have this big ass fight, and then
We're gonna
we
end it.
have. But no, that's how I am. I'm the opposite. I'm like you're like my wife. My wife wants something right now.
Yeah.
Like Melissa, I don't. Just give me some time to like.
So you got to figure out where you're
Yeah,
at.
it's hard.
in that
It is
aspect.
hard.
My problem is I don't hold grudges, or like I can't stay mad.
Yeah, I
So
don't
like
say bad.
me and Kelly will
Yeah,
fight,
I'm the same way.
and then
And now it gets mad at me. I'm like, hey babe.
Yeah.
we're fighting. I'm like, hey, you want to get a milkshake? And she's like, fuck you. I'm like, what? Oh, fuck you.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're fucking.
Yeah,
pissed
we're
off.
mad.
Yeah.
Because you feel like an obligation to like put that energy towards
No,
it. 'Cause she's already on.
I feel like the same way like Calvin. Like, there's no reason to be mad that long. You know what I
Life's
mean?
too
Like,
short.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Unless it's like
I'm the exact
something
same way. And Melissa hates it.
Because the majority
She wants
of
to
things
drag
are
it out. I'm
'Cause we
like,
could get
now.
over it like
Yeah.
that.
I can get over it. Like, all right, well, I'm
It's
sorry.
kind of like how we deal with other men. Is like if there's a
Yeah.
problem, we deal with it.
and I'm in
then
your
it's
face,
over.
and then afterwards, we're getting back to work, and
boys.
that's it. You know what I mean?
Figure out why, and then just go have a drink.
But
Yeah.
it's women. It's different. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is
whole
different.
other complication, and just taking the time to realize like you're not gonna figure it out.
No.
You're gonna spend too much time to try to figure it out, but in the end, you just say, "Hey, this is my part. This is where I fell through on this
Yeah.
whatever part of discussion that you're having, and I apologize for this one. I'm holding myself accountable, and you leave it at that. At the end of the day, they'll be like, okay, well, at least he's taking accountability for himself.
For sure. I think that's legit.
Yeah.
It's good advice. For those
Sometimes
young
that's still
men.
not good enough.
Yeah. And sometimes it's still
yeah,
good enough.
It's still gonna be.
It's the journey, not the destination.
It's the journey.
Right here.
Hey,
To the journey, not the destination. Let's go.
cheers, guys.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you guys for inviting me. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate it. I had a lot of fun.
There
This
you
was
go.
awesome.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Come back
Thanks, man.
anytime.
Oh, yeah, anytime. It tastes like chocolate milk. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like,
Oh.
it's chocolate milk with vodka. It's vodka, chocolate milk.
It tastes similar to
It's chocolate milk.
Irish car bomb.
No, Irish car bombs are delicious. Don't you ever fucking.
Don't you just?
It gives me that same like aftertaste.
Really? Irish car bombs are like taste like root beer floats.
It's a weird taste because it does taste like chocolate.
Chocolate milk, but then it tastes like alcohol. That's all it is. Is right afterwards is alcohol. Calvin, I'm proud of you, dude.
I don't like that.
I'm proud
I
of
don't
you.
like that.
How do you put in some work you put in some work. We've been putting in some work this week, you know what I mean? Called being an adult. I hate this shit, dude. I don't want to do this shit anymore.
As far as
Like I was telling you about like my yard, and I was like, fuck. No, it's just like just life, you know what I mean? It's like
gets overwhelming.
yeah, my front yard is like kind of good, but not good. It's just
Some-
I have so many like anxieties about like people think of me sometimes, and I say I don't
That's
care
the
about.
root of it, bro.
Dude,
That's
it
the
is.
root.
But I want to
If
like.
you didn't give a fuck about what you thought or what you thought, like
Yeah, exactly.
you for one, you wouldn't be making this because
No,
you already seen there's criticism that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna get.
that's what I'm saying.
It's natural for people to hate on other people for whatever reason.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah. But
And ain't as gonna ain't. You some bitches.
at the end of the day, it's about being secure with yourself.
Yeah. And I think this podcast has helped me a lot. I think it's helped Calvin a lot. Like,
Good.
even my wife, it helped her. She's like, oh, I'm not interested. How are you not interesting, love? Like, you're interesting. She's like so worried about like.
And she's the number one.
Yeah, exactly. She got us all the
Hey.
followers, everything.
Shout out to the followers.
Yeah, shout out everybody. Thank you for following my wife. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's hilarious. She dogs on me all the time, but that's why I married her. You know what I mean?
It's funny too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can't get past
Calvin's about to be married. About to do a married podcast. Live. We're gonna do it
I have
live.
4 months, bitch.
That's going to go like that.
Yeah, I know.
You're-
We're at episode 14 already, boy.
I think I'm gonna get my nipples pierced in Vegas.
You won't.
Ooh, that's what we're gonna do, baby. I'm gonna be all fucked up. We're gonna record it for the podcast. We'll do it. I'm on the table getting my nipples pierced. That'll be your next
You'll
TikTok.
never get your nipples
TikTok
pierced.
live.
Calvin doesn't even have a tattoo.
Maybe I'll get one too.
You won't get a tattoo. I can tell you that.
I think that's a good idea, TikTok Live, though.
Oh yeah.
We can't yet.
Yeah, we have to get more followers.
We need 200 more followers, I think.
Really?
I think we gotta get to 1,000 that we can go live.
Let's
Are
go.
you sure?
200 more.
Try it.
Oh.
I mean, you guys go live. You guys do watch the podcast live. You know what I mean? You don't got to tune it on YouTube. You got TikTok right here.
All right. Episode 14 in the books. We appreciate all of you. Thanks for the likes, the follows, the shares.
Yep.
Hit that
Thank you
notification
for
bell.
even the haters. Thank you for all the views. You know,
Hey.
thank you for the comments.
Share.
Yeah, share.
Those haters gave us the most views and comments. I already know
Thank
that,
you. You know what I mean?
Keep coming.
All I gotta say is we had a lot of followers and we had like 10 haters. You know what I mean? That's good odds. You know what I mean? That's good odds.
Good percentage.
But if you guys really have any suggestions, throw them out there. We're down for anything. You saw me. You saw Calvin take a body shot off of me last week. Let's go.
Next 1,000, Chris takes a body shot off me.
I will take a body shot, but in the belly button.
Off my butt.
Skin to skin.
I'll be laying down on the table on my belly.
Ooh,
Belly
ass,
down.
face down, ass up.
Yeah.
That's the way I like Calvin.
All right, that's enough.
Please. Oh, wow.